Hello.
Hi.
Normally we get a count in. Tonight we did not.
What?
What's
Oh,
happening?
wait.
Oh God.
Professional.
I was just staring off into the abyss.
We all were. Hello and welcome. We are the Stormy Dragon Tavern. We are playing Trials of the Xel'nari, which is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th Adventure campaign. And now over to Thalai, who is going to recap us on last session, based entirely off the gifts that the party and the audience have posted during the last session. So this is going to go terribly.
He hasn't even seen
beautifully.
the episode.
The reason why we have chosen Thalai is because he was not here for the last session, and we have forbidden him from watching the VOD for it.
Well, you forbade him from watching it. Yeah, it's funny.
We have forbade him.
Well, to start off with, I will say that I did cheat a little bit, and I did watch Oddie's recap, just because I heard it was hilarious, and I had to watch it. And I will say one thing. The porn GIF was not about the goddamn jab jokes. It was about the fact that Kovac has a smart book. Now I've said my piece. I will begin.
It's just Downton Abbey.
It can still apply.
Yeah.
So, having a look at To a Night We'll Never Remember, well, I'm going to guess that's referencing the party, but then you recap the day for me. Well, clearly that's about Oddie redoing the recap. Guaranteed trade wreck. Yes, once again, this is about Oddie's recap. Then we got this guy dancing with a bunch of backup dancers. So I feel like there's a dancing sign to be on the island.
Wait, do you genuinely not know who those dancers are?
Is that's the YMCA? Yeah, it's YMCA.
What dance?
No. It's the
What are
village
the words?
There we go.
people. Village people.
Yay!
There we go. I was concerned for a second that thought I was showing my age.
Wait, where was the dancing people? Have I
Right
missed
underneath the guaranteed.
One's a
trade wreck, and
cowboy,
above
one's a construction worker, one's an Indian, one's a...
Wait, what
leather
date
daddy.
should I be looking at? The 19th? Yeah, okay,
Yes.
give me a bit to scroll. I've gone to the 22nd. I'm too... You recap. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm here now.
All right,
All right.
continue.
Then after that, it is Tyrion Lannister going, "I am the gift." So clearly, either Oddie, so Sam or Sam offered themselves up and introduced themselves to the people.
Wow! Wow!
I'll call you. I'm assuming that some people are starting to crowd, said Sam, and Sam's like, you know what, I'll call you when I'm ready, and has left. We then got hella sus, so clearly something's going on that has made people sus. But the party is still going with a lot of traditional dance, while suddenly it looks like, I'm going to guess some gremlins, which means the Sams, are going on about a quest of some kind. But at the same time, they're still sus from before, so they're keeping an eye out on things while making sure they themselves aren't too sus. Storm has started to do her cat cuddles and everything, and of course is super excited about what's going on with those two gifts. And then we have a hello there from Edna Mole. So clearly, I think this is when Kovac is now into the scene going, "Hey, look at me. I am the designer." And there are fireworks suddenly because, of course, Kovac is showing off their magic. There we go. Now, there we go. There's the Sam's traditional no touching. Yep. There we go. Sam's no touching while it looks like. So I want to say Storm is busy making something, but we all know Storm has barely a creative bone in her body. So I'm not sure if it's her or representing the people getting ready for this party. And of course, magic is now starting to appear because Kovac, of course, is showing off, and Mug also would be showing off a little bit as well, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, and of course now the cat's out of the bag because everyone, all the islands people know that there are strangers here. So of course the cat's out of the bag.
I forgot about the next one.
So clearly, in this case, they have met the unfortunate village idiot, who of course says, "Well, my mum says I'm special." And then I'm assuming Storm's dad came up with the whole thing about when they tell me God doesn't exist, oh really? So I'm assuming that's something about Storm and her dad, and about her becoming a demigod, because she's taking up the power. And of course now people are bowing down to her, and of course her dad going, oh no, we're not worthy, we fucked up, oh no. And then there's a Professor Cat with glasses on, nodding, going like, see, I knew it, I was right all along. Oh, but someone's casting enchantment magic on people because they put a spell on them. And other people are very curious because they're now asking, is it possible to learn this power, with a very sinister, very creepy look. Because of course it's Anakin. But at the same time, they are absolutely fascinated by what's going on. Clearly, Kovac has started to show off some of their magic by casting spells at themselves as an illusionary copy. And there's Mug showing off their bard skills by expelling fire through their instruments, which would be a very interesting and confusing thing. As don't you have a drum? If I'm right, Mug?
Do, but doesn't use it much.
Yeah, so I'm very curious how you were expelling fire through a drum. That would be a very good interesting thing. And of course, it seems like there must have been some kind of bard off with the angry bard noises.
There was a bard off, yes.
And of course we have the local moonshine or gut or whatever, and it seems like someone could not take it. And it looks like there was also someone's just having one drink, but instead of a regular sized drink, it is clearly a gigantic vessel of some kind, or it's the Sams who have been given a regular sized cup, but because they're struggling.
So many short jokes.
The halflingism, like, oh my god.
Hey, we don't have time for a full recap. We just need the short recap.
Sorry. All right, let's speed it up then. All right, Kovac bragging about books. Looks like a succubus has shown up at some point, and someone's going, well, my sword's bigger than yours, and making it grow bigger and showing it off. But of course,
Oh my.
Scotty doesn't know. I don't know who Scotty is at that point, but they don't know. Poetry. So clearly it looks like some poetry competitions have happened, and has Kovac realized they're a baddie for wanting to exploit the resources on the island? But we're back to more poetry, with poetry snaps, and people are really liking it. But not everyone, because some people are talking about how there was no gravitas. But now the party's really starting to kick it in with the cat DJs picking up the music and the beat. And I'm assuming some drugs were consumed at some point, because that's a really psychedelic, weird-looking thing. Once again, the Sams have started to drink from comically large cups for their size, but then they managed to find ones that were more appropriate to their size. Ooh, some people got very interested about what was going on, and gunpowder. Okay, that's a bit concerning. Until a flying electric chicken soars above the sky.
That's Zapdos.
I know it's Zapdos, but I'm referring to our universe here. So I'm assuming someone has covered one of the dodos in electricity and just threw it into the sky.
It was the Sams.
Damn it, missed opportunity.
Just
going to ignore what you just said, so I'm going to guess somebody was saying something and everyone else is just like, nah, I'm not going to listen to you. Kovac, of course, showed up a fireball, and it rained destruction upon the world. Now people are starting to drunk talk to each other, and I'm sure, and there's the drunk dancing as well. Yep, the real drunk dancing, and of course, it's very hot, so everyone's getting really hot, sweaty, including some flossing and dabbing, which is just really shameful. And it looks like the Macarena also began. But of course, everyone's super drunk, so barely anyone's keeping feet, and of course, it must be an uncoordinated mess. It looks like we got to the part of the night where there's slow dancing, except instead of with each other, they've gotten the nice furry sheep, I assume, is that they're up. But, of course, the party had to end because the Fire Nation attacked. So I'm assuming some attack boats have now hit the island, and they're full of mages with firebolts blazing as they storm the beaches. And of course, it's now setting everything on fire, and we're all
We'll storm the
panicking.
beaches. We'll storm the wall.
And of course, the work here is done. So, how'd I do, folks?
There was in fact slow dancing. It was
C
very
minus.
You hit on like a decent number of the story beats considering what you were given.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Basically,
no,
every
no.
time you called out Kovac, you were right.
That's the best thing. Every Kovac one was correct.
And
Every
every Sam
Kovac
one was wrong.
As was every Storm one.
Why am I so predictable?
Oh yeah, no, all the storm
So
ones were
the-
wrong.
The
sheep...
cat on the sewing machine was them meeting a seamstress of the island.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah,
Because
and
everyone's
Mug ordered
Catsy,
a
I remember.
dress. Mug
Yeah.
ordered new clothes for Kovac without her permission.
Yes.
Isn't that the time you've done this now?
They were
Yes.
basically invited. Well, they semi-invited, semi-crashed a party that the village was having in celebration of joining the greater world that is out there. So they decided, let's have a party. The cat's out of the bag was actually
Storm announcing that Atua was there.
well, Atua very badly hiding the fact that he's amongst his people by being in the same disguise that he's been in every time he's walked among his people.
Storm like flat out was like, also, Atua. She just
Dish
like
my daddy.
she just threw him to the wolves. She was like, so I am the new speaker. Our old speaker is no longer with us. Also, Atua.
My mum
cat-
says I'm special.
Don't recall that one.
Was that a
You
Kovac
posted
one?
it, Ash!
I
You
know.
posted it!
I know.
Was that a Kovac one? We were talking about like, but Kovac is like doing magic, and it's like my mum doesn't. No, I can't remember.
Because we met a bunch of the other villagers, and there was some of them which were very unique personalities.
They're
So I
all
think it was
unique
one of them.
No, I,
personalities.
Yeah.
I feel like it was to do with Storm, but I can't remember exactly. We'll have to watch it again. The
That's
cat
the
with
thing. That's been a while.
the cat with the glasses was actually Kovac
Professor.
meeting
Our professor.
her local village counterpart.
Oh, we just got raided, guys.
What?
hello,
Oh,
Azula.
hey, Asha, how you doing?
I'll do a
Hey.
shout out. I'll do a shout.
Thank you.
Yeah, Asha, how you doing? How was your stream? It's been
Um,
a long time. Holy shit.
And the counterpart was quite intrigued by
You
the
just
magic
said
that Kovac was showing, and basically asked,
Oh,
"Is it possible
by
to
the
learn
way.
this?" And Kovac was like, "Excellent, I have found someone," and basically excused themselves from the rest of the party for
A
untold
good
amount of time.
while.
The Battle of the Bards was pretty much exactly spot on. Mug played himself in, so to speak, and did
The-
quite well.
My mum says I'm special was basically Storm saying, "Well, my mum was the last was speaking
Ah,
once,
That's
so
right.
when Kalani said, so there was some local idiot who thinks that their mum says they're special.
Sure.
You were talking
Yeah.
about Storm.
Yeah, but I feel like it's mostly accurate.
So, was I wrong?
No.
Though, Kennel, that was not very nice of you. How dare you? I'm
Huh?
reading the chat.
Well,
I'm reading the chat, Kennel. That's very rude.
uh,
Comparing me to the village idiot. How dare.
It was
I
good.
The lie
actually
is
have-
actually quite intelligent.
I was going to say, I actually have a pretty
Mm.
decent intelligence, thank you very much.
I feel like the succubus was a callback to Kovac's love interest rather than an actual
Yes.
succubus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where the elongating sword comes into it.
It was actually a reference to Thundercats because from the show it was him going, sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight, because Oddie cast
That's
like
right.
the
Yes.
spell to see things
Elevated
from above.
sight. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The pure poetry was something that you absolutely need to go back and watch now that you are permitted to do so, because Mug did a very beautiful poem.
Oh, is
Oh,
that the one in the Sunday nights
Discussion. Yes.
Yes.
discussion? Yes, I
I
did read
forgot
through. I did
about
read that. Thought it was
that.
beautiful.
I just have
No.
it on my phone and I keep reading it because I'm like, it's so true though.
It is.
I did see that one. I did think it was quite.
And then the Zapdos and Fireball kind of go hand in hand because you're kind of right. A Fireball was used, but it was a lightning-based Fireball because Kovac can change the elements.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mug used Bardic Inspiration on the familiar for them to
Yes.
do a performance check.
Yes. So Kovac cast Dragon's Breath on Wisteria, and basically had her fly around and did a fireworks show, breathing lightning above the crowd.
And it was pointed out that Storm had told Kovac not to do anything like this, and that's where the just going to ignore what you said came in.
But
and of course,
Mug had just like done something so touching, so she's like, I am going to go along with whatever you say.
Also, the sheep that was being danced with was actually Storm.
Yes.
Kovac was slow dancing with
all right.
Storm because Storm...
Slightly forcefully.
No. Storm was trying to make Kovac dance the tribal dance that they do, teaching
And
her
she-
and like moving her like a puppet to get the movements right. And then afterwards, Kovac grabbed Storm and waltzed her.
Showed her a
Yes.
more formal dance of her people.
I thought if Kovac had learned formal dancing anywhere, she may have been invited to like functions at the palace for her dad because he's the help, and that would have very much been like, we're going to emulate the nobility and put on a party like them. So.
And then the Fire Nation attack was where we
Nothing you need to worry about.
where we were kicking off.
Yeah, absolutely
as-
nothing. Oh gosh.
As you will
There
find out
was
soon.
one thing we skipped over.
Yes.
So we gave the opportunity. There was a blacksmith in town.
Yes.
So we said that we'd come back if you wanted to play through talking to the blacksmith.
Yes, I
I
was
do
going to say,
remember that.
you will find out about the Fire Nation stuff after we go
Yes.
backwards in time a little bit and see what did Falai get up to at the party. So I'll get the party music going again.
Yeah, 'cause I think at some point Sam did say that they would go with you to like the blacksmith.
Oh,
I think I had tongues cast on me at some point.
Because I only have charisma of 6.
That and no one can speak your language, but you know.
No one's
I
worried
had
about-
tongues cast on me at that point, I think.
Yes.
You also would have
Sam,
known
myself, and Kovac had tongues.
that. Yeah, you also would have known that the blacksmith would have not been operating because they would have been
Yeah.
amongst the party as well. But
Yeah.
we do want to see what Thalia would have gotten up to in the party. So to recap you a little bit, you had with the rest of the party come down the hill hearing the music playing and seeing a number of campfires dotted around the village. And at each of the campfires, you could see people performing music or talking amongst each other. It seemed people were telling stories and drinking and eating and dancing. So whilst it is the entire town is involved, it seems that everyone kind of has their own cloister that they go to and intermingle with. But you do see people moving back and forth between the different fireplaces. So it seems like prominent households, perhaps, host their own fire pits, and you are welcome to come and go as you please from these pits. Storm managed to run into a few of her people, and there was mention that the blacksmith is about somewhere, but not exactly where he would be.
I think the reason why there was a GIF that said quest was because the way you were describing all the like different separate fires, I said, "Oh, it's just like quest."
Yes.
Yeah, that would do it. Okay.
The only thing you do know about the blacksmith is that his name is Strength of Fire.
Appropriate name. I like it. Did you just put? Yep. Yep, that seems appropriate. Because the lie very much would be no, don't want to be in the spotlight. So
You are definitely drawing the eyes of the crowd with your height and well, each of you are drawing eyes because of your own uniqueness of color, lack of furs. But you are definitely drawing a few extra eyes by just your sheer mass.
yeah, the lie will definitely try to just keep back. Maybe just nod politely if he wants to get some food or a drink or something, but otherwise he would just try and keep out the way. Because what he probably would have done would try to go, you know what, I'm just going to catch up on rest up on the hill because I'm still tired. But of course, that wouldn't have worked because then he would have got dragged out of the temple by Storm and the others. So there would have been some protestation, but he would have just gone along, blah, 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 blah. We'll skip all that anyway. But, yeah, otherwise then if he heard something about a blacksmith, then I guess he might try and have a look and see how the workshop operates at least.
Mhm.
If it's available to look into.
Did
Is something he would be curious about.
Did you guys do the hair flip? Also, there's a hydrate.
Oh, I did not see it hefted.
I did the hydrate. I
There's
didn't
so
do the
many
haircut.
things going on. Oh, we ever gonna keep up?
I think that's flip enough. And I just had a drink before, so I think I'm good. But yeah, I'd probably just keep out of the way and then go have a look at the blacksmith. Because I'm curious to see what level of metallurgy and such they have here.
All right. So the blacksmith is here, number C, or letter C, I should say, not number C. Upon walking past it, you can see that a large portion of the front of it is opened up to the outside air. So it seems to be easily accessible to come and go. You could even walk in amongst it if you wanted to. Despite the fact that there is no one currently present and no lights on, there is the glow of a forge in the back that does seem to be still going to some extent.
Okay.
The tools and stuff you see here, whilst not made of any metal that you're familiar with, seem quite modern and definitely capable of achieving what you would need to use them for. So, despite the over 1,000 years of separation from the modern world, they have developed their own skills and tools to work with.
Okay.
There are a few things here that seem different and strange to you, but you can, with a quick look at them and any further study of them, you can generally work out their intended purpose.
Is there anything amongst the blacksmithing tools that stands out that I can't seem to figure out what it's for?
No, I wouldn't say so. I'd say from your time amongst the forges, you even if you don't know its exact purpose, you could understand at least how you would use it and for what purpose it would be useful for.
So nothing particularly new per se then, it's just might have a slightly different design.
Yeah, different designs. As I said, an alloy that you're not too familiar with. Oh,
sorry.
No, go on.
I was just going to ask, but it might depend on what you say. Sorry, so I'll let you. Sorry.
No, it just sits as if used well. There is clear signs of quite a lot of usage here. You can see several tools for farming hung up on the walls. You do not see, however, anything that could be interpreted as a weapon. Definitely some tools that could be makeshift weapons, but nothing designed as such. Having said that, the material that the tools and everything here are made out of definitely resembles that of the flail-like weapon that... I was about to say... yes, Shadow, but Drifting Shadow. carried on him.
Okay. I'm very curious about the alloy the tools seem to be made out of. Is there anywhere in the blacksmith itself it seems like there's a ingot or a raw version of the alloy rather than something that has been shaped into a tool?
Roll me a perception.
That is a 23.
Okay. Yes, there does seem to be a fairly small pile of rocks over in one corner that does have a glint of a metallic vein within it. Upon closer inspection, it doesn't seem like each of these rocks contain much of the ore, so it seems like it's something that is hard to come by, and so it is only used when it is needed to be used.
Okay. Thalai has become very intrigued about anomaly because he always likes to learn about new metals. So I guess, especially if no one makes any protest, he would like to inspect the alloy and try and figure out what exactly its properties would be. If that also means he would have to look at the tools as well, he would do so. That has been made.
Sorry, say that again.
Thalai would very much like to try and figure out exactly what the properties of this alloy would be. So looking at the ore that's there, and if necessary as well, he would also look at the tools that are in the shop that have been made and try and see if he can figure out what exactly the properties would be.
No worries. Roll me a metallurgy.
What exactly would that be? Sorry, Ash?
So I would put it down to insight or investigation. You could pick plus your Smith's tools proficiency.
Okay, sorry. So just making sure I get this right. So I would do, for example, insight plus any proficiency I have with insight,
plus your insight for your Smith's tools.
Plus proficiency for Smith's tools. So that would be okay. I
Giving you a little bit of an extra bonus on it.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So... Oh, hold on. Let me just. Sorry. I'm. Do I get the advantage for insight? Sorry, I'm marked that I have advantage for insight, so I'm just double checking what that's about. Sorry. I think it's because I have the stone giant rune. I have advantage on wisdom insight checks. Okay, so I get advantage on that.
Yep.
Okay, so I will do my insight. That is a natural 20. and a nat 1, so hooray.
Damn.
You're with Oddy! Reroll the nat 1!
I
He
didn't say
can't get higher than a natural 20.
Alright. Well, the 1 turned into an 18 then. Are you happy? Okay,
You just wanted to use the game mechanics! Use the game mechanics!
Okay, so that's plus 3. So I think if I've done it right, because I have proficiency both times over, that would be a total of 27. If I've done my math right.
Okay, not a problem. Feeling it, the weight in your hands, it is almost weightless, almost like mithril, though its color is more of a greenish hue than you would find mithril. Almost as if you mixed mithril and orichalcum together for a lighter green hue to it.
Huh.
It is extremely dense, however, which defies its weight.
So it's light but dense.
Yes.
So in understanding the properties of this, so if I was to make, for example, a weapon out of this of some kind, how do I think that would go?
having a look at it and feeling the tool and hefting the tool up, expecting the weight behind, a proper forge hammer, and it's suddenly been extremely light, you think that you would have to adapt the way you would make a normal weapon. The balancing would be different to it.
Okay.
What about armor? Like, if you were gonna make armor for a wizard friend who normally can't wear armor, that would be really nice if you gave things by.
I was getting through that, Kovac.
Gosh,
All you
shame-
need is mithril for that.
I was gonna say, you just get mithril shirt, then you're fine. Anyway, okay. Alright, so understanding that if a weapon was to be made of this, obviously it would have to be distributed very differently in the weight and the counterweight and so on and so forth. What if someone was to make armor out of this? If you could find enough, because it looks like it's extremely rare.
It does look to be, at least by whatever methods they are extracting it, it is not. They're not able to get a lot of it out of the earth. Having said that, you have never seen where they get it from or how they abstract it, so you're not sure. They could just be using an inferior method, or perhaps the vein that they're currently looking at is exhausted. We don't know. As you play around with a little bit more and put it back down on the anvil, it makes a solid clang as if you would expect a heavy item to make.
So there was barely any effort to put it down, but then it was like as if
And if you would put down what you would expect a normal forge hammer to make a clang like, which, again, defies your logic for it.
Delay is very intrigued. Very, very intrigued with this material.
So it feels light but hits hard?
Mm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's heavy metal with a big thing of like helium on the inside.
It
Makes it-
defies gravity.
highly explosive.
It's called a blimpor.
Oh my god.
Well, Eli would now be very, very intrigued in asking the blacksmith question, so would like to, gritting his teeth to deal with social niceties, would try and find the blacksmith at an opportune moment to ask queries about this material.
How are you going to go about this knowing that you do not speak their language?
You don't
Now,
even
before
know
you
what
disappeared off, you
greetings
probably
is-
would have seen
greetings are. So.
Mug and Kovac both interact with people.
Yep.
So you know that they have, to some level, an ability to interact with them and speak with them.
But I would glance over and see that they're busy doing their thing, and it's like interrupt what they're doing. Is Sam? Well, because I do remember Sam, Oddie, you were saying Sam would come with me to find the blacksmith.
I believe that was correct, yes.
Sam is currently disassociating.
I'm here. What's going on?
You were mentioning at the beginning of the stream that Golem would try to help find the blacksmith.
Yes, it was during a period of time, and I've got tongues cast on me at the moment. So it'll be maybe a message to Storm, possibly during it, and in their mind, it's been like, "Where's the blacksmith located?"
Storm would give you a very useless directions, like, oh yeah, all you have to do is go left at the first tent where the stalk touches the roof upon the left tree with the white flowers.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go to another cat person and just be like, "Where's the blacksmith?"
Considering those directions were based off 4-year-old information.
And also, we're already at the blacksmith, which is after the
Yeah,
actual-
I'll just go up to a different cat person and in with tongues active. I'm just gonna be like, "Where's the blacksmith?"
They look to you surprised that you can speak their language, and quite sheepishly reply, also slurring slightly. You can tell they've had a bit to drink. What is blacksmith? It is a strange word.
person who makes metal stuff.
What is this metal stuffs?
Oddie, I think
I
they
will-
have the name Strength of Fire. I think was
Strength of Fire. Where is Strength of Fire?
Sam, not
Please.
Oddie, but yes. Oh, you want strength of fire? At the main fire pit. You cannot miss him. And just puts his hand up above his head.
And then I look over at Thalai, I'm like that?
Hmm. You have one too.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir and or ma'am.
So I hear Oddie and understand Oddie, right?
You can't
No.
understand what the other person's saying.
I don't
Sam.
understand the other person, but I do. Sorry, I do understand what Sam is saying.
No,
Yes.
Sam is
Oh, wait,
speaking
no.
in their language.
No. Everyone understands what you say when you have
Oh,
tongue,
it is. Okay. I
Yeah.
misinterpreted.
I believe.
All right. What? They're as big as me?
Yes, that would definitely help take Thalai over to the main fire pit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need your eyes for this, big guy. The main fire pit somewhere, and all I see
Yup.
are knees.
Like we've done many times before.
We've done this many times.
All right.
And then I'll look out for. I'll be on the lookout for the main fire pit. I mean, I know where the cat did a generic kind of like point over, but slightly drunken. All I see are knees, furry knees.
As you make your way over to the fire pit, you get a bit of a glimpse of Mug and Pilvin in the middle of their battle of the bands with the other bards. As you look over the crowd, you can see there. At first glance, you see most of the folk here are of approximately the same height. There is a small deviation between them, but not a great deal, maybe a few inches at most. The females of the race are definitely a little bit shorter, not by much, but a little bit shorter, and the males are typically larger. As you look across the crowd, you don't see anyone that seems to be standing out. But from your vantage point, looking over at the fire pit, Sam, you do see one sitting down on the ground who, at your judgment from this distance, you would say he's not quite Thalai's height, but he's fairly close. Probably
What do thine
only
halfling elves eye sees?
a few inches off Thalai's height, and he is jacked. Even through his robe, you can see that he is just bristling with muscles, and it is very clear that he has some form of job that is based around extreme strength work.
Yeah, it's like I think we found the guy. Onward, Steed! Yeah! No.
I would just go.
Just
Onward,
drop
Steed!
back.
Yeah!
Yeet.
So,
It's like,
yeah.
all right. Yeet!
follow the flinging halfling.
All right. Well, now that I know which way,
You know,
to go,
I'll be like, yeah, I'll just like
walk
point
that way.
onwards this way.
I'll walk that way. Being polite and nodding as people say hello and things like that, but just. I'm on a
Most
mission.
people give you a bit of a berth, actually. They murmur amongst each other. And Sam, you probably catch a little bit of every now and then, but it is hard to hear over the music and make out exactly what they're saying. But there is definitely a few comments about the sheer size of Thalai, and a few people commenting that he looks even bigger than Strength of Fire. As you make your way towards the fire pit and you come kind of on the other side of the fire, there is that moment where Strength of Fire sees you and then steps up, sizing you up, and kind of rolls his neck a little bit and stretches his muscles back as if showing some form of dominance or showing his presence and not stepping down. He does not make his way around the fire, however.
I will at this point now put Oddie back on the ground.
Down I
And
go.
I have played this game before.
There is a moment that Sam hears from
Sorry,
one of
Sam.
the people on looking, going, "It can remove its head, and it moves around."
I'll just say, like, put me on your shoulders for a second, just for a bit longer. And I'm going to stand on the shoulders, and then I'm going to do the whole, like, turn around really fast, and then I'm going to jump down and see what they make of that. They think the head is
So I will
interesting.
just go, okay, and do that. That all happens, and then Sam jumps down afterwards, and
I'll
Bly's
jump down.
confused. Why is she
There is a
doing
bit of confusion amongst the people. There is a noticeable step back from some people.
The one who said it as well, in their mind, they'll just be like, I can read your mind.
There is a moment where they look around surprised, look down at their cup, and place it down on the bench and walk away.
Oddie, I can't speak their tongue. You need to.
Sam.
Sorry,
Sam.
Sam. Jesus, that's how long I haven't played for, folks. Sorry, Sam. Sam, I need you to come with me. I don't speak their language.
Sure. Let's go. I picked the
But
cup up.
as I'm approaching
I hand it
over,
to the-
seeing how Strength of Fire did that whole strength display to show his strength, and that I will do the same. Like just casually stretch and like move muscles just to show that I am probably just as well built as him, and just showing that I recognize your strength, but I will not back down at this point.
As you make your way around, how close do you get to him?
Well, I would like to talk with him, so I will pretty much next to him.
Okay.
But not hostile in looks. I'll try to look as friendly as I can.
Hello. How are you doing today?
It was like that. It was like he did the strength muscle show.
Yeah.
I then did a muscle show.
Yeah.
But now I'm walking over to talk to him. I'm not flexing muscles as I'm walking to him. That would just be weird.
Nah.
Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom. I cast enlarge. I can't do that.
I'll get to you later.
As you approach, he actually actively takes a step towards you, putting you a bit closer to him than you would have liked from where you were planning to stop. And there is that moment of tension where you both look into each other's eyes for a moment, and there seems to be a bit of a hush goes over the crowd that is watching, and it looks like he's sizing you up for a moment, and then after a moment he just, "You work with the oars of the land. I can sense it in you."
I look at Oddie because I do not understand him. Sorry, Sam. I look at Sam
Yeah.
because I don't understand him.
I repeat.
Who's
No.
Yes. Yes, sorry, Brain. Go.
Yeah. I then repeat to Thalai, and then I'll say to, "Hello, Strength of Fire. We were told to come to you from further off
I just put my hand on. What do you just go? Shh, shh. A second. Wait. I do work. I will reply that I do indeed work with metals of the land, and always curious to learn of new knowledge when I can. I have looked upon your works, and I'm very impressed and wish to learn.
And he just hopes that Oddie.
And I just go, Oddie, you can repeat that now.
Sam!
Who is this on?
Alice said Oddie first that time. Threw me off.
Did I? Oh, I'm
So-
so sorry. I blame Kalan. God damn it, Kalan.
I
God
will
damn it,
then
Thalai.
repeat that information back to Strength of Fire, but I make sure to make sure I'm referring to this person does that. I do not. So they know who they're talking to. I am translator.
Okay, so you do actually specifically say that that's what he says, basically? Okay.
I'm making sure I know how this shit goes down. They'll be like, oh, young master. I'm like, oh no.
He looks down to you and goes, "You small one, why do you speak for him?"
He cannot speak your language.
Ah, strange that you can.
Sure. I can do many things. I can know. I'm not times not drunk. I can do this. Fire. No.
At that,
Yeah.
he reaches out a hand towards Thalai first, and then once accepted, he will also offer it to Sam.
I will shake his hand.
Cool. And then yes, I'll grasp his hand with both my small hands.
Knowledge is free to be shared for all those who wish to learn it. Perhaps we can trade some secrets of the earth.
I repeat.
I'd be more than happy to share my trade knowledge for your trade knowledge. My knowledge is also free, those who are interested.
Before I repeat that, I say to Thalai, do you have anything on you that you actually made yourself? Did you make your armor? I can't remember if you made it.
No, I didn't make the armor. This is
You
I didn't.
repaired it.
No, I didn't. I had to remake the chainmail that I had borrowed from somebody that then got melted and ripped off me. I had to remake that to give back to the armory stock, so I didn't have a certain quartermaster after me.
Yeah, I was just double checking to see if you had anything on you that you had made that when I translate to him, I could say this is a
My
show.
warhammer. I made my warhammer.
Cool. Yes, with that intervention, I turn back. Repeat what Thalai said. See, I got the name right, Colin. Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I need to find a GIF that just says names are important.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do this one. Name's not on our list. Yes, but I will then also add on as an extra, as an example of this person's craft. Look at their warhammer. They made that shit. I don't put the word shit in. I just realized that's gonna. If I think I'm calling it shit. They made this.
I will then take out the warhammer hanging off my shoulder.
Yeah.
That.
He looks it over. You can see he's definitely intrigued. It is of an earth that I do not recognize. So this outside land has many earths that we can craft with?
Yes, many different types of metals, some which can be combined to various different properties of such.
Metals, is this what you call the earths?
Yes, because earth is something that we refer to that stands on our feet, and inside the earths you find such as metals.
I am doing the repeating part in between.
Yeah.
We figured.
Curious. The only metals that form here is aurorius. If you're looking for it in the book, it's not there.
I know it's not in the book. I will be. I'll just put it down in my.
I asked them, I was like, would you be able to show us some of this aurorius?
Yes, I would actually.
Yes,
How-
it is
how
what
would
we
I
have
spell-
crafted everything.
How do I spell Rory? Sorry.
I'll put it in the chat for you.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Could we change the pronunciation before it's too late?
Why?
Because it's making my brain feel funny.
Aurorius.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep, let's change it.
Yeah. Yep, no. That's
How about
appreciate that.
Horus?
There we go. We can go with Horus.
Yep.
Thank
Horus.
you.
Understandable.
Hmm.
Understandable.
I will go with the flow. I have no idea what's going on. But that's okay.
I'll chuck it in there. I will change
Oh,
the spelling of it.
yes.
Hmm.
I've got it now.
Yeah.
Horus.
That's what we'll
Yes.
change it to. So we'll change the name.
I like Horus. That works.
I love auras too.
At that, he actually pulls what you assume to be a smith's hammer from his belt. Slightly different design to what you'd be used to seeing, but yeah, carries one on in all times and offers it up. It is made of the same materials as what you saw in the forge yourself.
Yeah, I'll take it and hold it, and obviously, I'm assuming that the hammer itself is actually a pretty decent craft.
Extremely well done, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that the handle itself has probably been replaced at least once or twice.
But the metal
The
itself,
hammerhead itself is still going strong.
this is very nice work. I can see the detail to your craft and the effort you put into it. But the metal itself is what I'm most curious about, for it is light yet heavy in its nature. Light and easy to move around, yet dense and strong, like something much heavier.
Like most of the island, it is gifted by the wind spirits.
Would you be willing to trade for some of this Horus?
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh boy.
Come on, Kalana.
I mean, partially, is this going to be my persuasion because I'm translating as well? I don't know how this works.
I will let you assist.
Okay.
As we said, smile and nod.
Wait, what's your charisma score?
I have a -2, but thanks to my luck.
Same.
Thanks to my luck stone, it's only a -1. God bless them.
We let them do the talking again. What were we thinking?
So, unfortunately, it is a 4 is my best. I rolled
Oh,
a
God.
5 and a 2. How many rerolls do we have?
I'd have to check. Our rerolls aren't working at the moment. Cause
I think
reset-
we had. Well, no. I think
We
I'm
used
thinking
one
of the.
last one.
So, Kalan, did you get a 4 with advantage?
I got a 5 and a 2. Yeah, I rolled 5 and
Okay,
2 on the dice.
Wait, we had 2 in the Stars of That Number game, and one got used.
I just told you their chatbot's not working because I have not reset it up, and I want to convert it, and I haven't just yet.
Bless you.
Sorry.
People be alright with me using a hypothetical reroll?
I'm checking to see what
Yeah.
reroll we've got.
Yeah, if we have a reroll.
I'm almost
If
certain
we
you have
do,
at
I'd be
least
okay with
one.
that.
We do. I'm just double checking what we've got. So
Because
we can make
I'm
informed
having a gut
decisions.
feeling that Horus will be incredibly hard to come across, and this is a very fascinating material.
I mean, either that or my brain's kind of thinking, does this look more like Mithril?
No, this is
We
not
have
Mithril. This is,
2 rerolls, keeping in mind the DM has 3.
I say, in my brain, that we could possibly. This is the Sam thinking about the moment in this period of time, not the information that I have as the player knowing what happens later. The whole, in theory, we could come back with Kovek or Mug, who can literally cast it on you, and then you two could have that conversation properly. Whereas tonight is jovial and is drinking. Like, you know what? Let's drink tonight and let's go from there. Is that thought process?
but okay, so Do people...
I have charisma.
Sorry. Would people be alright with me using the reroll, or
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm going to use the reroll?
I'm still tracking it, but I just unfortunately it's not working.
Yes. Spend them.
Spend.
That doesn't look like a good
Did you-
reaction to the dice.
Did you re-roll with advantage because you're re-rolling?
I did reroll with advantage,
Oh.
and I'm not using those 2 dice ever again now.
Did you
What
get
happened?
worse?
I
Was
did
any of
get
them
worse.
a 1?
I did get worse, and no, it was not a 1.
Ah, damn.
2 and a 3.
No, it was a 4 and a 2.
Because -1.
No, that's without the -1. So the -1 would be a 3 and a not natural 1.
Reroll the not natural one from me. That doesn't work.
I can't because it has to be a natural 1 on the dice. Clearly, something we say has just insulted his mother because that's how badly I have spoken at this point.
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna roll 2d20s.
you just-
I want to
just
see
say-
what I would have gotten with this information. Well, that's a 19.
You're making it worse.
And that's a 3. So it would have been a 17 or a natural 1.
That's fine because at this point, then clearly I've insulted him, and then Thalai will.
You
just-
haven't insulted him. He thinks about it for a moment. And he's,
We can insult him.
No.
unfortunately, my reserves are extremely thin at the moment. It has become harder and harder to source the materials from the earth.
That's understandable. I do not wish to put any hardship upon you, especially as you do use this for.
Very well. Perhaps we can share knowledge of
Of course,
methods.
of course. I'd be more than happy to learn what you know. Be happy to teach what I know.
Come, we go back to the forge.
You too, Sam.
Oh no. I just say to Thalai, you know this only lasts for like an hour, right?
Which is
Well-
coming very close to.
Well, do you want to find either Korvik or Mug so they can custom me so I can speak, please?
Yes. Sudden lightning.
Oh, for a minute I was like,
dragon,
what is weird noises going on?
lightning ball in the sky.
Mhm.
Actually, Sam, tell them I am just going to go and get
You'll
magic
be at the
slime.
blacksmith.
No.
Got it.
I will ask Korvik for this favor. Can you please let Strength of Fire know that I will meet him at the...
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, and I turn back and go, sorry, big guy. The other big guy needs to go talk to the blue woman.
He looks extremely confused at this, but nods. And
Tell him I
we will
meet him
meet- yeah.
there.
You don't know what I said. Yeah,
Yes, I
but
do,
we will.
because you
Yes,
speak
he
in
does.
tongues.
Oh wait, yeah. But we will meet you back at the forge. We need to gather a few resources ourselves. We thank you very much for what you have shown us. Much gratitude, and may you drink heavily and fondly this eve.
at that, he raises up a mug, well, a bowl.
When did Mug get here?
Well, he's over there playing music. He just goes over and grabs Mug. Oh, yes.
gonna say, He's
Alright.
so big,
This
his
is
arm
my
just
spirit.
reaches far over, plucks a mug by his head, and goes plonk.
All right. Thalai will then quickly make his way through the crowd to Kovac and just go, Kovac.
I think Kovac is pretty easy to spot at the moment, seeing as she is currently conducting this light show going on above.
Kovac, I need tongues cast on me.
One sec, and I shoot the lightning ball up into the air and it goes. That was invigorating. I don't know how. I don't know
worked
how
well.
to do. Yes, it did. I don't know how to do that, but Mug does.
Mug comes
He's-
up behind you and goes, "Did you see that shit? That was awesome."
It was nice. Sorry, Mug, can you cast tongues on me, please?
Yeah, you need to drink this. It's part of the spell.
I'll never say no to a drink.
Oh shit! I forgot I can't cast the spell. Like literally all out of spell slots of that level or higher.
Just go.
It's obvious that Mug is also quite drunk.
Yep.
And Kovac is looking a little bit less herself.
Her
She's
cheeks
still
are
composed.
her cheeks are purple.
And there's a slight sway, just slight.
I will then grab Sam, just drag them over to the blacksmith, and just hope we have
Delay,
time.
what? You're not going to stay for the party, man?
I've kept the mug that the container that you've gave me that's full of alcohol,
Hey,
and I'm just drinking as I drag Sam with me.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Then Sam grabs the drink and at some point also takes the drink because Sam does at some point drink that evening.
Yes.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, that is a 21.
Okay, yeah, you take it down pretty well. You can feel the burn as it goes down. It is like moonshine, but you're able to take it pretty well. You've probably had some Goliath-style moonshine up in the mountains.
Yeah, fermented mammoth milk is amazing.
That's disgusting.
All I can think of is the scene from Star Wars.
But yeah, no, people on the steps, they made fermented horse milk drink.
Yeah.
Just think bigger. Anyway. Anyway, yes, I will go over and then use what limited time of Sam's tongue spell to teach and learn what we can.
Which is now even more limited.
Yes.
All right. You head back into the forge, and you can see that he has removed a cover from the forge itself. So whilst you could see light emanating from it before, now it is actually glowing. You can feel the heat coming off it. You don't see any kind of apparatus like a bellows, however, that you would expect at a forge of this style.
How do you stoke the heat to make it hotter if need be?
Do not need. The forge is at a constant heat, fueled by the earths.
Oh. Can I peek in, and does it look like it's fueled by like lava or magma or something?
It is
like that?
indeed. It is fueled by lava.
I look very impressed.
It seems to have been a well of sorts that has been crafted around it. And yes, he uses the heat of the magma of the rock to melt down the ores, which leads you to believe that you do need a pretty decent heat to be able to work with this metal.
Yep. Looking from what I can see of it, and especially now that the heat's there's more light in the forge, does it look like this is an alloy of mithril and orichalcum that has somehow occurred naturally in the wild, or that this is in fact a different metal?
Looking at it closer, with going off your previous metallurgy as well, you believe it is a form of offshoot of mithril or orichalcum that has somehow been fused together.
Okay.
But you're not 100% sure. Like, it looks like it is similar in makeup, but different still.
All right. I have on me the smith's tool that Gorm gave me from the Xel'nari, and I will open it up and I will show him my tools and compare the tools, and we'll do what we can with what limited time we have to basically swap techniques and ideas and things like that.
He marvels at your tools, remembering that they are master crafted, your ones.
I will tell them that I did not make these. These were a gift to someone who helped me improve my own skill. Just being honest, because, yeah.
Much like mine, handed down through generations. Very well. Let us begin. I will teach you how to work with my oaths.
Yep.
You get about 10 minutes of translation before the spell wears off, and suddenly Sam is just hearing.
I'm still gonna go like, oh yes, I know what's happening now. Yeah, spell's over, dude.
Kalai just has like a single inside. This is a single tear. It's that scene of the Indian from the Don't Litter campaign they have in America. It's that exact scene inside. Just a single tear of going, the lost opportunity.
No,
What's
it's
worse-
it's fine. We've got this. We can do charades.
What's worse is that the last thing Sam translated was, now, this part's the most important.
Actually, I'm going to see just how much he was able to give over to you. A good portion of it. He teaches you how to work with the ore and some of its properties. The more you see him working with it, the more you believe that it has almost a spell-like effect upon it.
The forge or
The ore itself. It seems to definitely have some weight behind it. But again, when you hold it in your hands, it feels almost weightless.
I guess when the spell's over, we can attempt to try and do a weird charades of teaching. I don't know how successful we will be, but I guess unfortunately just make at that point to the best two charades going. Like I will walk to here and the sun rises in the morning. Kind of weird charades to try and explain, do the best I can to explain.
Roll me a performance.
Now you'll get the good roll.
And he's going to roll an insight.
I have banned those purple dice. I am not using those two cursed dice.
Interpretive dance.
Okay,
Here we go.
So I rolled an 11 for a total of 10.
Okay. It's rudimentary enough and simplistic enough that he can understand what you're trying to say. He's confused because he doesn't really understand that, Sam can only speak the language for a short period of time. But he nods nonetheless, thinking, maybe you've just gotten tired and you can't handle your alcohol as much or something. He probably thinks a little bit lesser of you, but he acknowledges it.
Thalai, being very disappointed, will dejectedly pack up his things, walk back, grab another container. He's just going to sulk somewhere, sipping on it. Feeling like he almost had this really nice, cool thing, and it was just snatched from him in the last minute, so he's feeling very dejected as he just drinks.
There's always tomorrow.
You see off in the distance Storm forcefully leading Kovac through a dance, and it looks really awkward.
Very, very awkward. Whilst it does seem to be very loosely matching the dance of the other folk, Storm is not the greatest instructor with an unwilling and slightly inebriated partner.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is looking very strange and more like Kovac is a ragdoll in her arms. But after a moment, Kovac stops her and starts showing her a more formal and civilized dance.
Much more. You say civilized, you mean familiar.
Yeah.
Not to Thalai, I don't think.
Yeah, I just look over and I'm very confused by
Fair.
the.
Thalai is probably more in tune with your people's dances.
Actually, yeah, no, I would be. I do
It
recognize.
is very tribal, very island.
And I am looking at Kovac and I'm just like, this is not dance. This is military drill.
And it's funny
There is no
because
freedom of movement. It's just regiment.
But it's funny because it's almost like she's dragging a sack doll. That's how like lagged behind Storm's movements are. It's like she's trying. Storm's genuinely trying, but she's very confused by the movements. So it's like, ugh, like
Somehow
moving
manages to
someone
step on
along.
both of Kovek's feet at the same time.
What's funny is that in each of our respective minds, we're thinking, no, but this makes more sense for these reasons. You're like, but it's so natural and flowy. And Kovek's like, but this is so structured and regimented. This makes more sense.
I don't know. At some point, if there is more dancing going, I might finally have drunken enough to get a bit of a buzz and actually might go up and dance.
You definitely will at some point. There is no doubt about it. This stuff's strong.
Unless something happens
Nope.
involving a certain fire thing or something.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So, the night continues on. I believe Thalai would eventually get up and dance and continue to drink, and whilst his tolerance is there, eventually the drink will definitely get a hold of you.
Do I need to act the drunk condition?
No.
Not for long.
The night continues on. You enjoy food, drink, and dancing with those folks of the village.
I think at some point the light would actually show off some of the moves that he would do in his own clan. So there are similarities, but there would be also the harsh ruggedness that you would see from cold mountains and that kind of thing. So it would probably jar a little bit in comparison.
A little bit, but you find that several of the close by villages actually start trying to mimic your movements, enjoying it quite a bit actually.
And Thalai would have also tried his best to also mimic the movements of the islanders as well.
You get a weird hybrid between the two.
Sorry.
Mosh
Sort of
pit.
like-
Boots and cats and boots.
I love it. This is where both like Thog and Kala and Thalai can just be like, I can get into this one.
Mug continues to play music late into the night, but eventually you will find your respective places to lay down and sleep. I feel like Mug is, Thalai is more than happy to just lay amongst the stars.
Oh,
So
and
that's probably where he probably fell asleep at the fire like Storm did.
a number of the villagers do so as well. Oh, hello, Hero Zone. Welcome,
Hey,
raiders.
oh, holy shiza!
Oh, shizbang! Oh no, I don't know how to deal with this.
Their timing
have-
is perfect.
You have come in at a very good time as things are about to get a bit darker and gloomier, and I just saw Thalai's face change quite drastically.
Oh no, I'm just amazed at just how many people joined in on the raid here. It was quite terrifying.
Welcome in, Raiders. We are the Stormy Dragon Tavern. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and the name of our campaign at the moment is The Trials of the Xel'nari. There is a quick recap at the start of this episode if you want to go back and watch the
We're trying this thing out recently where we put a bunch of memes as we go along during the game to represent things that are happening, and then at the beginning of the next one, someone just goes through the memes and tries to remember. They're like interpreting all of that.
It's like an
stuff.
interpretive dance.
Yeah. Speaking of interpretive dance, that happened recently.
Long story short, we're all on a tropical island. There was a party, and we all got drunk and fell asleep.
And the tropical island is on the back of
Bad
a giant sea
things.
turtle.
Yeah, normal stuff.
You can join our Discord where you can see a bit more information on our previous campaigns and games, and should be just exclamation Discord, right, Alice? No, Colin's got it.
No, it
Uh,
won't
no,
work,
not working.
unfortunately, because
No, it's
a
not
lot of
working.
the things aren't working.
The chatbot's not working at the moment.
That's all right. I will continue on from where we were. So yes,
I
you.
will get link.
Thank you. You drink, you dance, you sing, you are merry, eventually finding a place to sleep or pass out. And then when you awaken, things are a bit different. You awaken to the sound of a roaring fire, not like the one that you left when you passed out and were laying beside. This sounds like it's around you, everywhere, and consuming. You slowly open your eyes to a darkness and soot in the air. Everything around you is burning, or burnt. What's left of the village is just ash. As you look around, though, you see no life forms around. Not that of your friends, not that of the villagers. Each and every one of you are waking up where you fell asleep and seeing this. As you dazedly walk around, the thumping in your head from a severe hangover, you call out and your voice echoes into the distance. As you continue to take a few steps forwards, your vision starts to clear a bit more. And you hear sounds around you like whispers in the wind. And then you feel the ground beneath you start to shake. First, subtly, but slowly, more and more violently. And you feel the ground crack beneath you, and parts of the earth in front of you just crack away and fall. Where you think they would fall into the water as you're on an island, they seem to just continue falling into a dark void. The sky around you darkens. And it almost seems like you are out in space in the night sky, as you can see the twinkles of stars all around you, even below you. You have this sudden feeling of weightlessness, almost as if the ground beneath you is hurtling upwards, as though on a roller coaster. And then that feeling of weightlessness, as if coming down the other side. As the fog clears more, you find yourself upon a charred island, drifting afloat in a starry void.
The map change.
The map will change, yes.
Oh no.
Why can't I log into Roll20?
Welcome to Spelljammer.
Alice, you may need to move the map a little bit just because you
What
are
map?
drawing right over the top of it,
Oh.
of what
Oh,
the
I
party can
see.
see currently.
No, I can just move my map. That's fine.
Sorry?
My-
That's what I'm saying, move the map.
not the map, the tablet,
The
Oh,
other
God.
thing.
I'll just move the scribbledy-dip to the other corner.
You can feel, despite the fact that you seem to be in a vacuum of open air, you still feel the heat of fire around you, though there is none now. As you look down upon your own hands, they are clad in an almost silver-like armor gauntlets. As you look over your arms, the plated mail of what seems to be a very familiar suit of armor that you've definitely seen before, though you can't quite pin where.
Is
I
this
think
just me? Sorry, Ash?
this is everyone.
Okay.
Is seeing this.
We are seeing the same thing, yet none of us can see each other.
Correct.
Okay.
In one hand, you hold a shield. As you look over it, you see the emblazoned symbol of the Xel'nari upon it. In the other, a sword that you don't recognize. It feels heavy in your grip, but also powerful. Extremely powerful. The metal that it's made from, to most of the party, seems strange and unknown. Fly, you would recognize it as Aramarium.
Oh, that thing, the really powerful thing. Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Extremely powerful.
extremely powerful and rare thing. Yep.
You look about yourself and you see yourself drifting in a void. Ahead of you, there's small fragments of the land still float. You imagine you could potentially reach them if you were to jump out to them. But the area you're in seems devoid of all life. Looking out across the distant scape, you do see another large mass of land that's shifting slowly as if drifting through time and space. You see a figure moving upon it, but you cannot make it out. It seems enshrouded in shadows. And you hear a voice around you, within you, whispering to you at first. And all you hear is the same word repeated over and over again. Futile. Futile. Futile.
Is this by any chance being said in a voice that we may have heard before?
Yes.
I thought so, because we have heard a rather sinister voice in our heads before.
Would this be the same voice we heard when we killed Inquisitor in the Ashtar dungeon?
One and the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we know
God.
where the voice is coming from?
All around you.
Okay.
Seems to echo through the void.
Okay, so
But
it's
we
not
saw
really-
a figure?
You saw a figure on a distant floating landmass. Can I get everyone to roll me initiative?
What?
Okay.
What is happening?
Are we using our speed stat, like our stats, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Or are we... Okay. Cool.
Why do I have a pair of scissors in my dice tray?
Give me just 1 second.
I had a pair of scissors in my passport. That was fun. I almost took that to the Netherlands.
Sorry, I think I did that wrong, didn't I?
It's all good. Give me just 1 second.
I was almost going to ask, what do I
Oh.
roll for initiative again? And then realized we're playing D&D, not stars.
Slightly
I
different.
rolled my
Somehow
initiative.
Mug goes quick and gets a 17.
Sam goes quicker and got a 20.
I got almost as quick. I got a 19.
Oh.
I go slow and got a 7.
Let me just add you all onto the turn. Some of you are already on there.
So, wait, we are we all on the same map? Or have you got, like...
No,
you're
we
all on the
can't.
same.
Yeah, I can't see.
We can only see you.
Yes.
I can see Sam and Mug on the initiative tracker now as well.
You should be able to see Thalai.
Nope.
Nope, currently not.
There he
Yeah.
So
is.
that was
No,
the first one I saw.
I do.
Oh, it's because
Now I
of
see
the...
myself.
And
Yep.
Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I missing? Kovac.
Kovac.
Alright, what were your initiatives, Sam?
I got 20 overall.
20 total? Cool.
The child!
Thalai?
7, I already put it
There
in.
you go. Kovac?
19.
19. Alrighty.
Come in, child. Okay, those who are new to the street, it's gonna sound real weird.
That's Toast's
Sounds
cat.
extremely weird.
I have a cat called Toast.
I have a
It's
toast
even
called
better
Cat.
if you don't explain it's a cat. It's just I'm letting Toast in the door.
Toast enters into the
Toast is
boudoir,
my child. I am letting them in.
and she leaves no crumbs for
Sam.
those who know the lingo. Oh, it's me.
You are standing in this void. What do you do?
Oh, we're all going to be doing something different. Are we aware that the others are also like with us, or am I pretty much just aware that I'm seeing this as me?
You
as
are
me
seeing
and
this
is-
yourself.
Okay,
So-
okay, so I'm gonna move.
We're not aware that we are you. You think you are the only you.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15,
But the
20,
UU is different for the
25.
Wii U, and the IU
Oh
is
my
different for the
gosh,
UU and the Wii U.
Shush, shush, shush.
If I don't see that rush hour meme,
I'm gonna move, because I believe I can only move 25 feet because I'm short. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm basically doing this, and I want to try and get a better look at the outside of where
Alright.
I
Roll me
am.
perception. And for all of you, you all feel yourself moving forward against
So-
your own intentions.
A relevant thing, have we had a long rest?
As far as the game is concerned, yes.
Oh, okay. 23.
23. 23.
Yes.
alright. As you were looking out across the void, most of it seems to be just a starscape. You can see off in the distance several larger chunks of land. One closer to you where you saw the thing moving, the others are higher up, and so you are not able to see anything upon it. As you look out, you get a better perspective of the island closest to you. Is it going to actually reveal properly, or is it going to...
I have acquired child.
You can see a few dead trees upon it.
Okay.
And there is a figure moving upon it, but again, it is shrouded in shadow and you are unable to see it properly.
Yeah. Just wanted to pain. Double check something. This landscape that we're on, it doesn't actually look like the landscape that we were just on, does it?
What do you mean?
The island.
As in
Actually,
the
no. Chippy
island?
Dog, everything's like in cracked up and floating, so this looks very
Yes. So
alien
it
in
looks like
general.
Yeah, it looks like potentially chunks of the island that have floated off into space and you were upon them.
Okay.
Nothing really makes a lot of sense here.
Okay. I know I said I'd looked around, but I could actually cast that spell again if it was if it was possible. I could actually cast the what was it called again? Where was it? Elevated sight.
Mhm.
So from this vantage point, I'm going to cast elevated sight.
All right.
Because again, I'm not aware of anything different. I think this is still me, just in a very weird, sparkly space suit. Yeah.
What is the maximum height of elevated sight?
So 120.
120 feet up to 120 feet above me.
All right. So from your
That's the maximum.
elevated vantage point, you do see further on another large landmass. Again, you can see a shadowy figure moving upon it.
That's fine.
This figure, by the way, is quite large.
Well,
You
I'm
imagine
assuming
it-
the others suddenly see like, oh,
Yes,
is this what elevated sight is
in a-
like?
a very strange feeling to you all. Suddenly, your sight goes shooting up into the sky, and you are able to see. Though you did not cast a spell, you have a sense of understanding to it.
We are the Borg. We are one. Actually, if no one's put that as a thing yet, someone needs to put that as a thing. Yeah. Okay. And I've moved. I've done my action, and I guess I'll try and see if I can call out to the others as well. This has like a spoken action, if that's possible. Because I have I don't know what this sword is or the armor. I consider Xel'nari, but I've got no idea what the sword is. At least I haven't rolled to check for it
No.
or anything. So I'm just trying
I'd
to see.
say you've probably done everything you can within this turn. And
that's fine, that makes
you
sense.
have a sense of being alone. You don't feel like the others are with you.
Yeah, got it.
All right. Before Kovac's turn, you hear a voice behind you. It is that same echoey voice, but it seems now to focus in behind you. As you hear it talking, you hear that whispering again of, futile. Just give up. You can't possibly succeed. You've been a thorn in my side for too long now, interrupting my plans. But I see you. I've got my eye on all of you. And as you turn around, you see a figure about 6 feet in height, shrouded in black robes that have almost a mist-like effect coming off them. As you look into its face, it is just a burning fire under a hood. There is no face present there. It has a mantle upon its shoulders of golden flames, or designed to be golden. Flames. You look at its hands and that come out from the robes that it wears, and they seem to be a charred, scale-like figure. Its hands ending in on almost talon-like fingers. It is humanoid in shape, but it does not seem to possess any actual physical head. Just a burning fire within the hood. And it just stands there staring at you after speaking. Kovac.
Oh god. So, I know that there's something wrong. Like, since
What gave you that idea?
so
It's all that
since-
investigation training.
So, since Sam acted first, like, she did all the stuff inside the shared body, so Kovac felt that, okay, there is a will at work beyond my own, and yet I still feel like I can do something,
You feel like you can do something here.
which is an odd sensation.
I'm blissfully unaware of all of this because I went first. Otherwise, I would have done weird stuff.
This is by no means Kovac's first instinct, but I sense like a deep evil coming from this person who's clearly summoned us in aggregate to this place.
You feel radiated off it pure hatred. It despises the very being of you.
I do not have amazing technique in this arena, but I'm tempted to just swing the sword.
Okay.
And I actually, I'm going to drop into a more like defensive position, and I'm gonna do a Thalai and cast Enlarge on myself
Mm-hmm.
so that we get bigger.
Oh,
'Cause that-
interesting.
Because that's what I know how to do that's helpful in like a more melee situation.
You put aside the sword for a moment. Just blade first into the ground and summon up your magic. And you feel yourself enlarging. The rest of you feel this growth within you as your body suddenly transforms and changes before you. Thalai, you're the only one familiar with this this technique. But yes, you suddenly do grow in size and mass.
Okay. I'll pick the sword back up and I'll pose as menacingly as I can, like shield up, sword out over it, just kind of looking down, anticipating but not really knowing what, because Kovac doesn't sword fight. Anyway, that's all. That's what I do.
You hear a chuckle from it. Oh, you plan to fight me? Here? Oh, you do amuse me. You and all your friends. Still, I'm surprised they chose you. Mug.
Mm-hmm. So, see the. Are we now bigger than the creature?
Yeah, it is 6 foot.
Yep. You think we are here to fight you? We are not. We have already won. You stand here. You stand trapped here because we are your nightmare.
You hear a voice speak
And I'm going to
out.
cast Detect Thoughts so I can get what he's really thinking.
Okay. You hear a voice speak out from your mouth. It is not your own. None of yours. It does seem to be a weird amalgamation of all of your voices at one. Which is
Suddenly
a bit
Samir's
confusing
voice
to
is
you
in
at first when you first speak. As you cast Detect Thoughts, you feel almost like a static feedback of sorts. You are not able to sense this creature's thoughts or emotions, if it even has any.
Love me.
That's its thoughts and emotions. I really just want you to love me.
Sorry. That wasn't to the game, that was to the cat.
You said the quiet bit out loud.
Oh, that makes a whole lot more sense, honey.
Because I forgot Alice's not looking. Yeah, I grabbed Toast and put her into baby position. I was like,
Oh, I see. No, I'm drawing in case anyone could see the stream still.
You've learnt some new tricks. And some new armor. But that won't help you. I will tear you all apart one by one. He will come upon this world, and there is nothing you can do to stop it.
Is this still Mug's go for more?
This is Thalai's turn now.
Okay.
Well, big guy, I've teed you up.
Sam's just like, what's going on?
This feels almost too convenient to strike at him. I am going to make the attack action to attack him twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, first attack is just going off, assuming this is a longsword. This would be a 16 hit on the first strike.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting juicy.
As you draw your blade up and swing down, there is like a moment of static from him as he phases out and appears back in the position immediately after the sword has passed through.
Alright. Realizing at that point he's probably some kind of illusion or lay tactic, I am instead then going to make it to move to the next item. So, 10, 15, 20, and then leap as far as I can to the next point.
Roll me an athletics.
To get... Oh, because we are enlarged, we get advantage, folks.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And as you start moving, he goes, "Yes, continue on. I'll meet you at the summit."
With advantage, that is a total 24.
All right, you make a grand leap. It is definitely a leap of faith as you hurtle out over the void. You look down and see empty nothingness beneath you, believing that if you fall, you would be falling for eternity within this void. But you are able to clear a good chunk of the distance, almost making it to the other end. I'll get you to make me an acrobatics check as you start making it up, the island suddenly shifts up slightly, changing your trajectory, and you come crashing into the side of it, reaching up to grab hold.
Oh boy, acrobatics is a strong suit.
And for this, I will give you advantage as well.
Oh, okay. That is a total of 17.
All right. Yeah. You catch yourself on the edge, and are able to hoist yourself back up onto the side of it.
Okay.
A quick
Fine.
glance back at the island behind you, and the figure is gone.
Would I, because of the multiple voices speaking, does it feel like there's some kind of idea we're here, or is it just we don't understand what's going on? Like, can I feel after the talking and seeing the other abilities first? Does that feel like they're here with us? The others
You
are here?
can't hear them. All you know is that when you spoke, you heard all of you speak the same words. It was a very strange phenomena for you, and a bit disorientating, hearing multiple voices speaking as one. As you reach the island, the creature before you turns, and you see its figure step out of the mist that was enshrouding it. It is a strange skull with almost vein-like appendages protruding down from it. It seems to float in the air as it makes its way towards you. It definitely seems to have hostile intentions, though in your enlarged state, you do match it in size. It reaches out towards you with its tendrils and makes an attack.
Is it in contact with us, or is it from a distance? Because if it's in contact with us, I do technically have a second attack.
No. It is reaching out from a distance. It's also its turn.
Oh,
as it moves over.
Ash, can I ask a very quick question? I know it's during someone else's turn. Because I cast a concentration spell, which is the heightened, the elevated sight.
Mhm.
When does someone else cast a concentration spell or
'Cause I
gets
did.
hit? Yeah.
They are both active.
Oh,
Shit! Concentration.
interesting. But my question then is, if we get hit, you know what? We'll deal with that when that comes
When it
to
comes up,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I like.
It lashes out at you with multiple tendrils, making 3 attacks. It critical hits on the first one, critical fumbles on the second one, and just lands a normal hit on the third one.
I guess the question is, what is the AC?
Shield?
All right. As you cast Shield, the first strike lands true, hitting you square in the chest, piercing through your barrier. The second one, however, rebounds off it as the barrier comes up. And the third goes wide, missing you as you step to the side slightly. So you were able to block one of the attacks with your shield.
Excellent.
However, the other one is a critical hit. Now, Talai, it was your turn last.
Oh boy.
I've got an ugly plan for my turn.
You take 38 points of damage.
As usual, I have no plan for my turn.
What
Of
type
pierce-
of damage?
Piercing.
Yep, 38, you said?
Yes.
That was a good hit, folks.
The tendril that did attack you stays attached.
Oh,
And I'll get you to make me a constitution saving throw as it feels like it is leeching from your body.
Fortunate. That is only a 13.
Alright, you do fail.
Nice.
You're not sure exactly what is happening to you, but you can feel your strength weakening. Storm, it is your turn.
I'm gonna quickly get some water.
Okay. Awesome. Oh god, that thing's ugly. Jesus Christ, I only just saw it. Not paying attention, clearly.
Well, I zoomed in. It's not beautiful.
It's handsome. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Its mom thinks it's cool.
mummy?
Am I in melee range of it, or is it outside of melee range?
It is 5 feet away from you. So with your enlarge, I believe you have a 5-foot reach with your sword.
Did it have reach?
It did have reach, yes.
Did it? Okay.
And it attacked you from a distance, yes. But you are within its reach. It moved towards you.
Well, Storm is a one-trick pony, pretty much. So, thwack, thwack, and thwack again.
Every time you deal a hit, add a d4 to the damage roll because of enlarge.
Of embiggeness.
Okay. Hang on. Let me just remember how this character fights. So I can spend an action to do my unbroken air,
Mm-hmm.
which I will do for my action, which is 2 points, I believe.
Mhm.
Believe these.
And it needs to make I believe it's a strength saving throw, or is it a constitution
Yep.
saving
Strength 15. My strength is not high.
throw? It fails.
Awesome. It takes 3d10 damage plus a
Mhm.
d4, I presume.
No.
No. Your
Oh.
your attack is not a physical attack that's hitting it.
The spell
It
increases
does bludgeoning damage.
weapon damage. I know. Just
No, but it's only by weapons. Your
Yes.
your effect is bludgeoning, but it is
Gotcha. Why is it so pathetic? 6... 8 damage. I hate this shit. But it does get pushed away from us.
Mhm.
20 feet.
it gets blasted backwards by a solid jet of air within it, severing the tendril that was connected to you.
Awesome. And then I will use a key point to patient defense.
All right,
Ah.
very nice.
So we now have dodge, aka it has disadvantage on attacks against us.
You hear that whisper again of futile. Give up.
You are creepy. I don't like you.
God, that's gonna be here.
Yeah, you hear this weird amalgamation of multiple voices going, "You're creepy."
It's
Sam.
dumb.
It's your turn.
Is Audie aware?
Of what?
It's your turn.
Oh! Huh. My ADHD, yes. Okay.
Apologies for Sam. He is only recently woken up.
Yes, they have. I've recently woken up. I'm in the UK. I have been in the Netherlands, and then I was like less than 24 hours, and then I went to a LARP. Now I'm recovering.
Oh my god, you almost made me spit my tea everywhere.
I needed tea. Right. Out of curiosity, do I technically have access to my bracer? The Flying Daggers bracer here, or is it just more like my spells and abilities? Which either way is fine.
You are not sure. You can only see the sword and shield within your hands. You are not sure.
In that case, I'm gonna do with a bonus action. I'm gonna try and summon Wildfire Spirit. I want to see what happens. If it does.
Conjure Mr. Nibbles on your shoulder.
You
That's the
call
thing, I
forth
don't
into the
know.
void, trying to bring forth Mr. Nibbles.
Hmm.
You feel no connection to him. He does not
Ah.
seem to be here in this space.
Okay, that's fine. I was just double checking. Do you want me to mark off a use or?
No, you weren't able to complete it, so no.
Okay, cool. All right, in that case, I'm gonna probably go more with I've got access more to what I've got in hand. So because I don't know what this sword really does.
No, you don't.
And getting closer. I mean, I could just try and swing the sword at this thing, but seeing other people doing their things, I am instead. No, there's no point doing that. Moonbeam. No. I'm going to point the sword out at this creature, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, second level.
Nice.
So 3 rays of fire that hurl off. So I get a +7 to these. So the first one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 26 hit.
Yes, it does. And you see,
Sure.
as the first beam shoots out, very similar to what Kovek did, a barrier forms in front of it, but your fire drills into it and pierces straight through the barrier.
Do you want me to do roll damage, roll damage, roll damage, or do you want me to see if I hit for all 3 first?
Roll to see if you hit all 3 first.
Okay. Second one is 24.
Again, piercing straight through the veil of its shield.
And oh, that fell off. And the third one is probably a no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. That's a 16.
16, yes. This one rebounds off its shield and dissipates into the air around it. So 2
That's
do
fine.
manage to pierce through it.
And that is because I've not really cast this. 2d6.
For each hit.
It's quite a good spell.
3, 4, 6, 7. So that's 7. 12, 13, 14. 15 points of fire damage to this thing.
Nice. Good solid chunk.
How does the fire damage look?
You see that it burns away at some of its overlaying flesh, and the tendrils seem to convulse under the heat.
Okay, so.
But
How
there's
that
all
works.
the scorching ray. Yeah. I was wondering. I don't have any bonus actions that I want. Well, I tried a bonus action already. I'm not going to move any further. I've done my attack, and I'll dab, and then be done.
Its bony jaw opens up and elongates much further than it should. And it lets out a scream that pierces through straight to your bones. And I'll get everyone to please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I make up for your uh-oh.
I think I also make up.
So a
nat-
17,
natural 20 for a total of 20.
20 what?
21.
21?
I
Yep.
still win. 22. Ha 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 ha.
22? Yep.
I got the worst possible number on the dice.
A 2.
Yep.
Hmm.
For a total of 3.
And
I got a 15.
alright, unfortunately, collectively, you failed. So
Oh.
you are paralyzed.
Oh! Damn. Even with a nat 20? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Goes by the
Kovek have
majority.
counterspell?
I already used
Wait.
my reaction to cast shield.
I have a monk
Yes, you
thing. I swear I have a monk thing. Hang on.
You might not have it yet. Though.
Proceed. I'll figure it out.
Well, it determines whether or not Kovek has a full turn or not.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I have it
Please.
yet.
I don't
Is
think you do yet.
Is it
I have
that
it,
ability?
but I cannot do it until it's my turn. I can end the effect as an action.
Alright,
Eh.
Kovek.
Uh,
Unfortunately,
No, charmed or frightened. Sorry, only.
unfortunately, you are paralyzed from the shriek. at the end of your turn, you may attempt another save against it.
Is it again wisdom?
Yes, it is.
Well, I have advantage on those, so hopefully I can help the rest of the team. That's 2 15s for a pair of dirty 20s.
Dirty 20s, that is just enough to pass, so you are able to break free.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your
Bam.
turn is expended.
That's fine. I have a reaction again, which means I can still be helpful.
Mug.
Not doing much, I'm guessing.
No,
No.
you are free.
Oh, okay.
I freed
COVID
us.
freed us all.
I am going to use telepathy to just have a primal scream into the brain pan of this creature, and using dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Only at level 1 for the moment. Saving throw, wisdom 15.
All right. Almost momentus possible.
It's a base of 11 damage.
I rolled a 2, so that is a fail.
Okay. It uses its reaction to move full speed away from us.
All right. It does use its reaction up, but it will not move away from you.
Okay.
But it does use its reaction, so it will not be able to cast a shield again this turn.
And that was 11 psychic damage.
Fair enough.
As a... Who tried to attack it last time? That was the lie?
No,
The last attack was by Sam.
I did scorching rays.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I never got a chance to swing at it.
Actually, no, the... Who should I give the bardic inspiration to?
Whoever, I guess, is gonna be Smackadakin.
I
So
will
that's next.
save you the guessing. It is whoever chooses to use it.
Oh, we give it to the collective.
The collective.
Yep. That makes it easier.
Yes.
So
Much easier to choose.
I send, again, using the telepathy into my own network brain, just send the emotion of hope. Hope, trust, and faith in each other.
Very good.
And count that as the bardic inspiration.
All right. Hi, you're up.
Well, I have option only. I would like to move the thing, make it,
You can easily make that distance, yes.
and I would like to swing, better swing.
Swing, better.
Dice is going away. Thank God. It was a 3 on the dice, but I don't think a 10 hits it. Well, that's with the +7 for mages will.
No, a 10 will not
whatever,
hit.
so, yeah.
What did you get this time? You're not having a good rolling session.
No, I'm not having a good rolling session.
Oh.
So that's a total of 13.
Okay. Did you want to spend the inspiration?
Yes.
It's a D8.
Yes, I will spend the inspiration.
Oh no.
I rolled 2. Right?
So a 15?
A 15.
You see the sword cleave in, hitting the barrier at first of its shield, and then piercing through into its flesh.
Do I roll?
It tears the creature apart in a single blow.
Oh,
Okay, there we go then.
should have done that from the beginning, I think.
The blade itself seems to almost rip its essence apart as it is severed cleanly into its arm-like tendrils just dropping away from it, and it collapses to the ground in a heap. You have managed to end it. You hear a voice again. Very good. You have some skill. Perhaps I have some use of you yet. Have you thought of joining me?
I will shout out never. And then, unfortunately, it won't be able to increase my size, but I will use my bonus action to inflict Giant's Might. So we get to add an extra d6 to our for a single attack. For a single attacks. Plus, advantage on strength checks, but we get that with much anyway. But yeah, there you go. Just to make us a little bit extra strong.
Storm, it's your turn.
Yes. Well, it's gone. So now what?
Next island.
Remember that you do see another figure shifting about on this island as well.
Use some of that terrifying
Where?
monk speed and nimbleness.
Here?
You,
On
you
this
haven't
island
been...
we're on, or?
No, on the next island.
Oh,
There
okay.
was a figure that was seen. You were unable to make out its form.
Oh, do we still have that aerial vision?
You have access to it, yes.
Okay.
You have to choose to look through it because you become blind on the ground when you look through it.
We have the helicopter traffic cam.
Well, technically, as I said before, one of us went blind, saw, and then walked around, but that means only one person saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have a vague... Since I'm like... It's gonna be a weird question. Since we are a collective, do I have a sense of, like, the others?
No, this has already been established. No.
At all? Okay. No.
The only sense that you have is the fact that whenever you speak, you hear all of your voices speaking through you.
Okay.
And the fact that occasionally we move unwilling to us, in a way,
Things happen.
and other things happen.
Yeah, things happen
And
that I
then-
can't control, and then
So
occasionally
you could
I
draw
can...
that connection yourself, but I'm not saying you have that knowledge.
And in a weird irony, by Kovac casting the enlarge spell, we probably thought that was the lie taking an action.
Possibly.
could have.
It's like, we got big. Oh, that must be the big guy.
So yes, you can draw your own conclusion from it, but I have not said that you are.
Okay. Alright, well, she'll just head towards the figure. Whereabouts is the figure?
Somewhere on this island, you don't know.
Oh, I
where.
don't know. Oh, God, I can move it. I can move 45 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe I can do a leapy thing,
Step of the wind.
No. Oh, yeah, and your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Which means you can clear not only the gap, but half of that island as well.
Yep. She's just gonna use her... Wait. You spend one
Now,
key
this island
point
is also
to-
slightly higher than the one you are currently on, but you have enough jump to make that anyways.
It's my bonus action. So this is not my movement. This is my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, hang on. You spend one key point to take the disengage or dash action. Okay, so it's the dash. So I'm basically not even using my movement. I'm dashing. I'm going to make
Yes.
myself up here, and I've used Step of the Wind.
Alright. Alright, as you land on the island,
You
feel free to move yourself.
I'm trying to figure out 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
You see another of the figures step out of the shadows, or drift out of the shadows, more like. And it comes towards you, intending to lash out again.
Kind of get to, like, here-ish, I think. If I did
You could
my
actually get a
maths
bit further
correctly.
than that.
Okay, so what you'd
But
say
you still have your
here?
movement as well.
Is that where you'd say there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, well, that is my bonus action. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. I guess I'll just pop.
Alright,
Except
so
with a
stepping
blade.
in.
Because I have a blade in my hands, and that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
She's like, ooh, shiny. Swing, swing.
Alright, roll to hit.
So I get 2 attacks, right?
Mhm.
Okay. That was an adventure dice. Wow. What do I add to it though?
Make an attack as if you were attacking normally.
With what?
Your normal weapon.
My normal weapon?
Yep,
Because I
make an
have the
attack.
one with the +1 on it.
Yep, your normal weapon.
Okay. 15? Probably not.
Oh yeah.
15 is enough to hit it.
Oh.
You saw it pierce its shield before.
Okay.
So-
And damage. What do I do for damage?
No need to roll.
Oh.
The blade severs through again, its shield cracking under its power, and it just pierces straight through the flesh of the creature. Almost as if the atoms are being vaporized upon a touch. And this one is also destroyed.
Nice,
This is the thing.
Well,
Use
I
the
still
sword.
have my movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got your movement.
I'll use the rest of my movement then, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And your jump is still doubled.
Is it? For the rest
Yeah,
of my
yes.
turn?
Yeah.
Except the wind, yeah.
For the
So you can
turn? Damn!
Yeah.
Ayo!
You just keep going.
Yep. This is why you can turn into the Flash as a tabaxi.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get my ass over here.
Alright.
Can I do that? 5,
Yeah,
20.
quite easily.
Oh, okay. We go there.
And as you do, 2 of the figures this time stepping out of the shadows.
Yeah, y'all just suddenly in 6 seconds went Super Saiyan.
I forgot about how stupidly fast you moved.
Yep.
Well,
And
Mug put a
Sanic.
dimension door to the final island.
Possibly. You do not know exactly the location, so
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
a guess, but yes.
And that's my turn.
It's your turn. Alright, Sam. 2 of these creatures have just stepped out of the void and they're reaching towards you.
Cool. That's nice. You know what they need to not do? That. So I
Good chat.
will. Yep. I can't move very much. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get there. Yay! Swing. Sword.
Right, just make an attack
The
with the
sword
sword.
seems to work. Oh, what am I adding? Is it my strength?
Just your normal, as if you're making a melee attack.
Oh. I should be sticking to spells. So it. If it's strength based, it's a 0. Because
Yeah.
it's a sword, so it's not dex based. So yeah,
What do you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, yeah, no, you did not hit.
So
Your attack
I get it. I get a 7.
hits the shield and rebounds off it.
I just outward be like, God damn it, this worked a moment ago. That's me done.
That's your turn.
As
In between Kovac's turns, Sam and Kovac's turn, they act. One of them reaching out with its tendrils to make its attack against you. So Sam, you'll be taking the hits for this one. If any. That is only one successful hit. Any shenanigans of shield or anything?
I'm gonna wait until the other one may or may not try to paralyze us,
Very good.
because that's worse.
For 16 points of damage, bludgeoning. Sorry, piercing.
So how much was that? Sorry, 6.
16. 16. Don't try
Right.
and cut me short.
God, no, my internet's being weird and wasn't
All
letting me
good.
get my.
And again, the tendril that does hit you latches on and starts pulsating as if sucking energy away from you.
Do we feel pain, the ones that aren't
No.
active during that?
You
Okay.
feel the hit connect with you, but you do not feel the pain.
Yep.
Okay,
You all
and-
collectively feel this strange, draining feeling upon you that still doesn't seem to make much sense.
Do I have to
The
make
other
a
one-
wisdom saving?
Yes.
Not
The other
a
ones-
wisdom saving throw. A thingy
Constitution.
throw against
The other
my.
one's
Yeah.
draw stretches out. And it screams
wait.
again. So I'll get a wisdom
Counterspell.
saving. Yeah. I'll get you to roll for me, please. For the
Okay. So it is a ability check. So it is a d20 plus 5.
Mhm.
Is this? Oh god damn it! That's a 9 altogether.
Unfortunately, you are unable to dispel its effect. So I'll get everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I tried.
It was worth a shot. I mean, you could take a reroll.
That's our last reroll.
And now I feel guilty.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine.
I'm not off to a good start.
We can do this. Oh god damn.
This is not sounding good.
You have advantage.
I know I have advantage, but it's still just a
Wait,
14.
do we all have advantage or just
Everyone makes
No.
a wisdom saving throw, yes.
No, but we don't all have advantage.
No,
COVID.
not everyone has advantage, no.
I have
Okay.
advantage on all mental stats saving throws because I'm a Vidalcan.
Alright, so what was the scores?
10.
14.
10, 14.
17.
Alright,
13?
alright. And then it doesn't even matter what Sam got because there's collective fail. So
Alright.
you are once again
It-
paralyzed.
It was bad.
And again, it's on my turn.
Did I need to make a Constitution saving throw for the spells that hit me? By the way,
It's not a spell, it's a tendril.
No, for the damage that he took.
the damage. 'cause
Oh, for
I
your
have a
concentration?
spell.
Yes, you do
Yeah.
need to get. We're
Oh,
still concentrating on the elevated side.
yeah. Plus concentration. Oh, so that's 7. So no, it's gone.
Yeah, the elevated site dissipates.
That's fine.
Okay. I don't get to do anything. Instead, I will just try and save out of the paralysis, I assume.
We need a 20.
That's a natural 20 for a 25.
Once again, you break free of it for everyone, but unfortunately lose your turn.
I'm
And
carrying
also-
hard.
The funniest thing is, we don't know you're being really useful. We just think you're lazy.
Well, you would have
I'm
seen the effects of counterspell and the shield, so
Yeah,
you can see something happening.
And no fireballs.
Yeah, no
I'm
fireballs.
casting fireball right now. Come on.
Actually, I don't know if Fireball would be that useful because it's not that many creatures to cover the area per se.
It's still the most damage I can do in one go, though.
All right,
I'm
Mug.
done.
it's your turn.
I am going to call out to the figure that's been taunting us, saying, "Join you. Join you. Why do you think we'd condemn ourselves to lose?" And then stab one of the thing in front of us.
Okay.
Let's see what my stabby stats are. That is an 18.
All right. That is a successful hit as you obliterate the shield as you come crashing down with the sword, cleaving the creature apart.
But there's still one other one there, isn't there?
There is still one other one, the one that
Yep.
shrieked at you.
And I'll send good vibes through our hive mind. So just reinforcing the you actually probably hear part of a. Actually, no, we can't communicate across thing, can we?
I mean, you can talk aloud or think thoughts.
I can telepathy. So they hear a orcish marching tune as sort of that primal sort of beat to like keep going and.
I like it.
So, bardic inspiration.
Follow.
5, 10, 15, and bada swing.
Swing, bada 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 bada.
That is a 19.
That just crushes through again, shattering its shield, and you see the creature withering under its might as the blade severs it in half. Its skull cracking in two.
Very nice.
20, 25, 30. Then, as a bonus action, I would like to do a second.
Okay.
Ouch! I am in pain. I took a good hit before from that crit. I recover 10. So,
Okay.
not that great, but better than. That's what's up.
All right. Storm. The final island sits in front of you. It's much higher up than what the one you're currently on.
Wait,
There is a smaller
where is
floating island between it. I haven't revealed it yet because you can't see it from its
I
angle. But it is there. It's much larger than the ones you've been on so far.
Which is it, like up here?
Yes, in that direction.
Okay. I will attempt to leap, I guess. I will use my movement to try and leap up there.
Damn it.
Or climb up there, whichever is more
You
effective.
can-
Leap
you can
of
leap. You've got-
faith.
More than enough jump to be able to get up there. Alright.
We have reinforcements.
What? What does that mean?
That was me being silly.
Oh, for a minute I was like, did we get a raid? And I wasn't paying attention.
You jump up.
Pretty!
Ooh.
Shiny!
Oh
There's
no,
an-
this is where the real people are that we kill.
There's an S word there.
Oh.
Swat, swat.
What's that?
Does it have an eye in it?
No.
Because I see you.
As you land upon this island, you can see out across the open void at the other chunks of landmass that have floated off. Nothing else seems to be shifting upon them. Ahead of you, 3 shadowy figures float about, and then sticking up through a crack in the ground, almost seemingly forming from the void itself. You can't see the bottom of it through the land here, but a gigantic sword stretches up into the sky. The only reason why you didn't see it earlier was because of how high up this landmass was compared to the others. Whatever creature capable of wielding this would be titanic in size.
Good thing we can get bigger.
No, we need to be much bigger. Much
Yeah, I
bigger.
don't even know if we should be pulling this sword, 'cause we don't even know what the sword is.
Stepping seemingly out of nowhere is the same figure as before.
So you got the summit. This is the summit.
He's so little.
For now.
At the moment.
And it gestures around to you. and around the area, as if mocking you almost. So you see, well, you have been trapped here, friend, and Asgarin wreaks havoc upon your world. There's nothing you can do. You are lost. You can strike me down, perhaps, but I have been gifted by Asgarin's power, and I will destroy you and that feeble group you call Xel'nari. There will never be peace in your world. I give you one last chance. Join with me.
Let's see.
Could I?
What
could
are
we
you
roll-
doing to my people?
What was that? Sorry, Thalai, just quickly.
I was going to ask. Sorry, could we roll insight to about the fact that he's been released? See if he's speaking truth.
Yeah, roll for an insight. And
I get advantage.
what was that set? Storm?
She just yells at it. What have you done to my people?
Your
Uh.
people. Aren't you brazen? You may be a champion for them, but they'll never follow you.
Way to get home.
Ash, that is an 18 on insight.
He's not lying, but it doesn't make sense what he just said.
Because he shouldn't be released.
Not only should he not be released, but he didn't just call you by your name.
What
Why
did he
didn't
call
you-
us?
He used the name Frandon.
History check.
Yes! Absolutely a,
allowed.
a thing I will do.
I would like to say that for all of Storm's intelligence, she's a little too narrow-minded right now, so she will not.
However, I
I
am
mean-
a +8 to history, so I will be making that check on our behalf. Please! Oh,
Mug gets an 18.
Do I get to take the rest of my turn?
I rolled a 12.
Yes, you will, but we'll quickly get
Yeah.
through this.
Oh, good.
Got a 13.
And 18.
You all recognize this name. You've heard it mentioned once before
That's the
from the Inquisitor when speaking about the Grand Master.
He's old. Very old.
So,
No one knows how old he is.
so our Grand Master's name is Frandon.
Yes. Well, you believe so. Based on what you have heard.
We lost
Nope.
Mug again.
Wait,
No.
We gained a mug.
Mug comes up, mug comes down.
Cheers.
Mug comes up,
Mug
mug
goes up,
comes down.
mug comes down. Mug comes up, mug comes down. Mug is empty of ale.
Cheers.
Can we hear you, by the way, Mick?
Mick?
Nope.
Oh dear.
Mug goes down.
Dun, dun, dun.
This happened last time, and when it did, I had to disconnect him from the call. So, if he joins again and it doesn't work, I'll just disconnect him. Ew. Okay,
Mug?
Hello?
disconnect him.
Hmm.
Hopefully he can rejoin now.
Huh?
Hello?
Think I'm back.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know why that works, but that works.
So what I have to do is when you join, I have to disconnect you from the server so Discord doesn't understand that you've left and it gets confused.
Uh-huh.
Don't know why.
Weird.
Yeah. That's what happened
Also,
last
you
time as
all
well.
had the best faces when
Please tell me you got a
it
screenshot of it.
froze. I didn't want to take the extra time, but it was amazing.
What did you hear?
Storm was answering. Oh no, we had done a history check for the thing. We had heard the name. We had heard it once before, and then there
Yep.
was a long dramatic pause.
You had heard the name mentioned by the Inquisitor when referring to the Grand Master. You believe it to be his name, but you've never actually heard his name.
Ash.
Yes.
Sorry, earlier you said that we had seen the armor we were wearing, but we don't remember. But hearing the name Frandon and putting two and together, remembering the Grandmasters, does that reignite any memory about the?
Yes, you probably would remember now having seen it on display in the castle of the Xel'nari.
Ah. Perhaps also in paintings and tapestry?
Yes.
Hmm.
You know it to
Cool.
be the paintings and what you remember of it. The figure always wore a full plate mail, including helmet, so you never see his face in any of the tapestries or anything. But he was one of the champions who helped stop Asgarin in the past.
Interesting.
Alright.
The hiccups are back.
Stepping from the shadows again is another 3 of these creatures.
Get out of here.
And you see wisps of some form of magical energy starting to form along the hands of the shadow-like creature. Storm, it's the rest of your turn.
I'd love for those hiccups to be gone. How much movement do I have left?
Well, did you use your reaction again, or did you just do a normal?
Just a normal.
Then you have like 5-10 feet.
Okay. This is Storm. I apologize in advance as a collective, as Alice. I apologize, but Storm is going to use another point to use a bonus action to dash to him.
So to the shadow.
To, yes, the fella.
Alright, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from one of the creatures as you run past.
I see. Okay.
But that's fine if that's what you want to do. Alright. Ooh. Not a critical hit, but definitely a hit. For 17 points of damage to you. Of
Oof.
piercing damage.
Yep.
It's okay. We're sharing it around.
And for fuck's sake, she'll attempt to attack him.
No worries.
Boop. Shut your face hole, okay? I've got the hiccups. I can't help it.
Drink something.
Oh, or for fuck's sake,
Or it could just, I think not.
I just real.
We laugh because we care. Also because it's really funny.
Most
I motion the second one.
Okay, I'm a smack attack him.
Okay.
Smacker, smacker.
I don't smack attack him. 10.
No, you are unable to land a successful hit.
But I get a second attack.
You do.
You motherfucking bastard. Alright, fine. 15. It's not gonna hit again.
No,
Bardic
unfortunately unable to land a hit. There is a Bardic Inspiration available, yes.
I
It
thought
has
it
not
got
been
used.
yet. No, there is a new one that has not been used yet.
I'm fucking using it. Shit. D8? That's not a D8.
Mhm.
D8?
Yeah.
D8. That is a D8. Never mind. $19.
That is
But-
a successful hit.
Okay.
Stunning
what?
fist. Stunning fist.
Yes, she is absolutely going to use Stunning Strike.
Because that's a thing that we know that we have.
And I also do damage. What do I do damage? Oh, do I do damage?
Yes. No. Sorry, no. Not for the Stunning Strike. You choose the
No,
Stunning instead. I believe.
no, it's not instead. When you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Yes.
So I still attack.
Hmm.
I can spend 1 key point.
What's the Wisdom saving throw?
Con.
Constitution, what is it?
15.
15? He fails, so instead he is going to use his legendary save. to pass
You
it.
banana cake. You
It's
piece
okay.
of banana.
They're being used up. Well, we've learned they exist and they're being used up.
And you get the strangest combination of noises as she hisses at him.
Roll
Except-
for damage.
We all hiss at it.
Except you all make weird hissing noises at him.
Your damage dice for this weapon is 4d10.
Whoa, whoa.
Plus
time
a
I rolled-
d6 plus a d4.
Correct, because you are enlarged and enlarged. Because it is the first. No. Oh, yeah, because you haven't actually used it yet. The extra
Cool.
damage.
I rolled 2d10s and got 19 so far.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Uh. $37?
37.
I got two
Plus the-
9s, a 10, and a 7.
Add a d6 and a d4, right?
That's without the d6 and a d4.
Hmm.
Plus 2 and plus 3.
So 42 in total, I believe.
Yeah.
Angry cat be
42.
angry. You know, if only I could roll that well when I used my own fucking abilities. Because I also attack with d10s.
Alright. You strike into him, and there is a visible pain, despite the fact he has no face and makes no sound. The body reflexively crumbles in a bit as it takes the blow, but quickly regains its posture.
Yeah, take that.
It is going to use one of its legendary actions to cast a spell.
Bastard.
You see green magical wisps of energy form along its arm, spreading out.
Counterspell.
I will need you to roll for it.
That is fine. Come on, baby. You're my first
As soon
d20
as-
ever. You know I
Come
love
on,
you.
you
Please,
can
please,
do
please,
it.
please, please. Dirty 20. Okay, let's go.
That is literally the only way you could have counterspelled this. Well, not only way, actually. Close to. Close to.
Could have gotten a natural 20.
As you see a beam of necrotic energy start to form at its fingertip and spread out, it dissipates suddenly as you are able to counter the spell,
Power word. kill.
recognizing it as Finger of Death.
Oh, sugar nipples. Even worse.
Yeah, that would have done damage.
Damn.
Perfect. It is now your turn, and you're not paralyzed.
Fireball. Just fireball. Just fireball.
I look down at this small figure and I chuckle at that attempt at magic and say, "Your powers are weak, old man." And I bring the sword.
Oh. Oh, heart, my heart. That reminds me
my
very
God.
much of the Sam Riegel. Oh, 7th level counterspell.
Oh no, what a shame. But
What
yes,
a shame.
I roll a. If I use my own dex, that's a 16 to hit.
Okay. That is enough to land a successful hit.
Yes. Now I get to roll the stupid high amounts of damage as well.
4d10.
Oh, now,
Yes.
Ash.
Yes.
So, I have a feature which, any point which I make a hit, I can invoke a fire rune.
Correct.
Am I able to activate this, or is it when I am in control?
Roll me a d20, please.
Me?
Yes.
Can I also activate Stunning Strike?
That dice is also now going away. That was a natural one. Which I
No.
do not believe this is.
You
I don't believe
attempt
this
to
is
force
good.
your will through and fail.
That's 25 damage.
25 damage. Nice.
Yes. And because I am.
A benevolent god.
No,
Did
because
you do the D4 and the D6 for the attack?
I did. Because Kovek's instinct is still that of be further away from the hostiles. As I swing down, I will like cycle around him, so I'm a little bit further away from the other people.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
And I will use my bonus action to use a telekinetic shove to shove this one
Mhm.
5 feet away.
And does it get a save against that?
Yes. Strength 16 save.
Strength 16. Oh, wow. It actually managed to pass that.
Damn it.
With a natural 20.
But oh well.
Alright. Unfortunately now it is their turn as well. You were smart to do so, as your movement to shift around has actually put you out of reach of one of the creatures as it makes its way in. However, the other one do come around and make their reach attacks with their tendrils, so it will be 6 attacks coming at you.
Okay. Shield.
You block all but 2 of the attacks that otherwise would have all successfully hit you. So yes, you watch multiple tendrils lash out and several of them rebound back, but 2 do manage to get through.
Because I'm guessing since it was just my turn, I would be the one taking that damage?
You are the one taking the hit.
Okay, that's fine.
And, hold on,
Shield
Ash.
worked.
Yeah.
Ash,
Yes.
I am invoking Runic Shield as a reaction.
Okay.
So they are hitting somebody else. They now need to re-roll the d20 and use it. for
Is that
one.
only within 5 foot?
Nope. Any creature I see within 60 feet.
No, the other one that they hit. You said that they're hitting someone else.
No. So any.
Oh.
So when another creature by an attack roll, I can use my reaction to force the attacker to d20. Use a new.
Oh, just
It
reroll.
is-
Okay.
It is hitting you, however, as far as the interpretation is concerned. So unfortunately, it will not work in this particular regard.
Fair enough.
Shared body? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, then there might be something else I can. A shared hit.
That might be required. 56 points of piercing damage.
I use Stone's Grasp as a.
It turns out Kovac is allergic to dying.
Stone's Endurance, reduce that damage by 14.
Phew, that's a good amount to reduce it by.
Yep.
So that becomes 42.
That hit would have taken me to 3 hit points.
Oh no! no, sweet baby.
I take 42 damage. Oh god. I'm so glad that shield worked.
Oh yeah, that without that shield, you would have died.
Yeah. Oh, she fucking did.
If you die in a dreamscape in the past, you die in real life.
Who knows? Mug. Let's not find out.
Okay. So, there's the yappity yap yap creature in front of us,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 tentacle monsters.
I'll add them
Is that about right?
to the board. Yes.
Okay. Mug is gonna say.
Sorry.
Actually, how can you phrase it? If you think you have power, let's see how far that power extends. You need to kneel and grovel before me.
Oh,
Mantle of Inspiration, I believe it's called. Bonus action. No, it's Mantle of Majesty.
Mhm.
So casting Command.
Okay.
So it is, if, unless they have some sort of immunity to charm, it is a difficulty 15 wisdom save.
isn't command
The
usually a
effect
one
fails,
word?
unfortunately. They are immune.
Okay.
But you do get that sense that it had no effect whatsoever on them. Not that they resisted.
I was hoping that they'd grovel. That way they'll be like prone and just stab them in the back of the face.
Not when it comes to
Stab,
one of
stab.
these.
In that case, I am. I know that there was a big hit, don't I?
You saw a blow hit your chest, and you recoiled, but you didn't feel any pain from it. But you definitely know that it hit.
That's interesting.
Okay. I am going to cast a spell on myself. Cure Wounds, level 3.
Okay.
So, grounding that through the... Is there actually any manifestation of physical wounds in the body?
Not that you can physically see, no.
Okay. I'm... See if I can link into the hive mind and cast a spell.
Okay.
And heal me?
Ah,
Or just-
technically I can't do that. Because that's casting 2 spells.
That's 2
spell
spells.
slots.
Ah,
Yeah, it's not a cantrip.
I was wondering of that as just a second ago, like.
Yeah, no, that's fine. In that case, I will. I will try and stab the main creature, the black-robed fireface.
Yep. That is his name now.
Fireface.
Oh, that's not bad. Dirty 20.
Not bad at all. That's definitely a successful hit.
And 4d10 and a d6 and a d4, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 23 plus strength.
Mhm.
Is it 26?
26?
Yep.
Alrighty. Again, you see the creature recoiling, but no auditory sound of pain coming from it. It definitely does seem to be affected by the blow, but you're not sure by how much. Now it is its turn.
I have no reaction left, you guys.
Why?
Hmm?
Oh, no reaction for me either.
Mm.
I have a fun ability to try next time. Which
We like fun.
I can give all of you temporary hit points. But the secondary thing is you can all spend your reaction to move up to your normal speed, which means we might break the land speed record.
Oh my god. Amazing.
This is the only time it can work where one creature can use that for multiple bursts of speed.
I love it. I do. I do also love the fact that we are basically like Voltron or something here.
Yes, it's Voltron.
Voltron, we're a Megazord, we are something.
We are basically Power Rangers.
Go, go, Power Rangers. I'm the green one.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, technically Mug should be the green one.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
All right.
I'm the blue one.
Also, Kovac, what's the maximum amount of weight you can move with your telekinesis?
Not a lot right now.
Ah,
I'll get better, but I was thinking, if only we could like pick up the giant sword.
yes, that's what I was thinking.
But that's the thing, we don't know what that giant sword is, who it belongs, and if we pull it out, is that going to be, oh, you have let the thing loose, that's what we wanted.
You've let the demon loose, and you're now the rightful king of England. It's a win-win.
This time it raises its other hand, and this time, instead of green tendrils of light, it's burning red tendrils of light move up its arm and coalesce into an orb of fire in its hand that it raises up into the air and smashes down onto the ground, and a wave of fire comes bursting out. Mug, I will get you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, this is bad.
And I will have to make it for the other two creatures because they are in range of it as well, and it does not specify enemies. And they both fail.
Nice. I want to know what this spell
Dexterity's
is.
not my good one. Yeah, that's about right. I'm guessing a 6 won't cut it.
No.
That's not.
Alright.
I got this.
I don't
That's-
think you've got this.
That sounds like a lot of damage. Just from the dice roll.
I should got this.
You take 66 points of fire damage.
No, I don't. I dropped to 0, then bounce back up to 1, and I'm still here because I'm an orc. I told you I got this.
Amazing.
Endurance is a bitch.
So yes,
However, I don't got the next one.
you feel the incinerating wave get across you. There is a firestorm around you now. So I will mark it out.
Oh, is this an ongoing spell?
It is an ongoing spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what we need to do is break their concentration.
Oh no, I take that back. It is not ongoing.
Oh,
It is just a wave of fire that goes out. Just makes it sound like it's an ongoing one. But it's not. All right. That is its turn for Lai.
I would like to swing at it.
Swing. Bada.
I assume that 12 does not hit.
12 will not hit, no.
That dice is also going. Second one. Even
no!
don't worry about it. However,
You're running out of d20s to roll, buddy.
I am, but I am going to action surge to attack again twice. I haven't action surge yet.
You need one of these.
There we go. That's much better. That's a 21.
That will
This-
definitely hit.
All
This
right.
was a gift from a friend. Every single face except one is a 20.
See, I feel like I
With-
won't.
with Talai's luck, that still wouldn't help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like he's still rolling a 1.
All right,
Mhm.
Ash. He now
Mhm.
needs to make a DC 16 strength saving as his fiery shackles of my fire.
Alright, he fails, so he will use another of his legendary resistances.
All right. However,
That's okay.
so the additional fire damage, nice. The extra D6 from Giant's Might, nice. The extra D4 from Enlarge, nice. And what was the damage dice again for this weapon? Sorry,
40-10.
40-10. Okay.
Plus
1,
strength.
2.
I will.
Okay, that is. "24 slashing damage of the sword and an additional 11 fire damage."
Okay.
And Lee.
Did you hit once or twice?
I hit once.
Okay.
Oh,
Once.
was that? That was the
Did
first
you-
of my action surges, wasn't it?
Yes, you can hit
So
another
I
time.
got another
Yeah.
attack. Yep. Where'd that D20? That one actually rolled well. All right, that is 24.
That will hit.
Yep. So the 40-10 plus the D4, because unfortunately the Giants might start attack, which I think is shit. To do. Enlarge is for every attack, right, Kovac?
Yes.
Hey, Oddie, these these dice you gave me, is the symbol the highest number? 10?
Yes.
Yep, so it's 10,
Hmm.
26. Another 28 damage.
These ones.
28 damage. Ooh, very nice.
Good hits.
It would have been nice if they all hit, but what can you do?
Hmm.
Would have been nice if we knocked them over and then you went to town on them with action surge.
Or he
Yeah.
got stunned until his next turn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but he's now
Sorry,
used.
until my next turn.
Look, he's used 2 legendary saves though, so
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that's it. I have no bonus actions. Because yeah.
Please.
Not a problem.
Pardon me, sorry,
Alright.
it didn't happen. You heard nothing.
So on and
Yes.
so forth.
That was
He
adorable.
is going to again use a legendary action. And you see again that green sparks
I can't stop
trailing
it this
up
time.
trailing up his fingers. As he casts again Finger of Death.
I can't do anything about this, folks.
You can make a Constitution saving throw.
All of
Sorry.
us or just one of us?
Just him.
Just me.
Yeah. You were the last one to attack.
Yeah, it's just me, folks.
And that's your good one.
That is my good one, thankfully. That is a 26.
That is enough to save, so you will take half damage.
I was gonna say, has my practice with Kovac trying to catch her missiles?
Not of death, not a finger of death, unfortunately.
Oh, let me.
That's actually not so bad. So it is 62, which means it is 31 necrotic damage.
Oh, thank fuck I saved, because I've been unconscious. But I am definitely beyond bloodied, folks.
And I'll
If we're
give you one
going to
sec.
reinvent an old edition term.
Beep, beep, beep.
I am very
Beep, beep,
scared.
beep. Thank you.
Yep.
Ow.
Sorry about that. Had to kill- Storm, it is your turn.
I'm busy.
Delayed action. Got it.
Stun all of them or we die.
She's gonna smack, and
Oh,
flurry of
actually,
blows.
sorry, you just reminded me. They both failed their saves against that before. Those two are dead.
Oh, cool. That makes things easier.
Okay, she's gonna smack.
Mm-hmm.
No. This could end poorly.
The best plans normally can.
Mm-hmm.
It could
That
be a whiff
will.
of a turn. Yes, this is how I'll have to execute this. Okay. None of you'll know that she can do this either.
We will now.
Nope.
But
But
we'll
you
know
don't know
someone
it's
can
her.
do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll know someone can do this.
She's going to hold person.
This could end very well.
Suddenly, like, oh, Kurvik has a new spell.
I think best case scenario, it draws out another legendary resistance.
Mhm. Which is what
But-
I'm hoping for.
Normally, baddies only have 3. So fingers crossed.
He
Let's take
uses
out the last
his
one.
third legendary action. Resistance.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I can't do flurry of blows because I didn't use the attack action.
Correct.
Okay. Let me just.
You
Mhm.
can still make a bonus attack action.
Can I do that?
Just not flurry of blows.
Yeah, you can still punch once as a bonus action.
Can I?
For yourself. Yep.
Let me do that.
Just in the case of this one, it will be a punch, not a offhanded weapon attack. So you won't get the 4d10.
True.
Or just a smack with the shield.
Backhand him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 1 second.
I will give you 5.
The dodge
What?
action,
Mm-hmm.
does that count for targeted spells as well?
Dexterity saving throws, it does.
And Ash, would you
But the
say if
Finger of Death, is that a targeted or was that a save? That was a save, wasn't it?
It is a
automatically
save.
hit.
Constitution save.
it was a
But
an
the fire, it would work against.
so Ash, if Storm dodges, do we all get that until the start of her next turn?
You don't know.
Oh. Okay. Hmm.
It's okay. She's gonna punch and try and stun him.
Okay.
Come on. No, come on.
This fight is making me nervous. I have to pee again.
Was
Hang on. I'm gonna spend my last 2 key points to make sure this hits. So I rolled a total of 15 and I add 4 to it.
alright. That is a hit. Otherwise, it would have been a miss. So yep.
Yep. But that is all of my key.
So I assume you're doing the stunning strike.
Yes,
So that
that's
takes a key as well?
including my
Yep.
stunning strike.
Alright. DC 15 save.
Con.
I am invoking a Dungeon Master reroll.
No!
Yep.
No!
Come on. He passes by 1.
No! No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't! You mother...
Thank God for that.
But... I don't know what's worse. Getting the legendary actions out? Or the DM reroll?
Well, you're getting rid of those, and those can last over multiple sessions, not just one bad guy.
Damn it. Damn it.
Alright. Are you moving at all on your turn, or that?
Damn it. That's like... Oh, I'm so mad.
Is this when we point out to the people watching
dare
the
you.
stream that if they have 10,000 points, they can give us a reroll and we can win this fight?
Yes!
Is this
Play a
where I-
reroll!
Is this where I bring up I've got 29k channel points?
You're not allowed.
No,
was
no,
gonna
I'm
say-
not
I
allowed!
was gonna say, I'll allow that, Audie, but I've got over 200 points.
I have...
1,000 points.
I have the most, I think.
Hmm.
I have more than 200k.
I was gonna say, that's because I blew 50,000 giving player rerolls when I knew that it wouldn't count.
Yeah,
Um...
I get it. It's cute though. It's really cool.
I only have 20,000. I don't watch the stream enough.
I'm on 23,000. No, 29.
Yeah.
I'm almost.
I know.
I will
do
also
any-
point out that you can spend 10,000 points to give me a reroll as well.
No, we
No.
just ignore that.
I should jump on the
Um,
Tuesday stream and give more player rerolls.
Please!
I don't think I can do anything for movement, so I am just...
There's
going
Yes,
no Messiah.
there is
We
no
don't.
Messiah.
We don't.
No, please, no.
Alright. Sam, your turn.
Right. There's one main thing I was thinking of. This creature that's in front of us, that's in the cave, the small person. Have we seen what its true form looks like underneath the cloaks and everything,
No.
or is?
The only thing
Cool.
you see is its scaled like arms that seem to be charred and seem to have like runic engravings up the entire arm.
Well, I'm gonna give this a go. Moonbeam.
Ooh.
Nice.
I've had this prepared for the longest time, just in case. I'm gonna try and do it so it's on like the edge of it, because otherwise it's gonna hit us. But it's probably the most I'm able to do that might assist. So it's a 40-foot high cylinder. Oh, and a 5-foot radius. So actually, yeah, on it.
Yep.
Just on it, plunge the sword into the ground, and the sword, it plunges down. It's like moonbeam. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which is spell save DC 15. But
Pass.
if it's a shape changer, it needs to make it with a disadvantage.
I pass.
Nipples.
Nipples.
It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. But yeah, it's continuous, so it's another concentration spell.
Mhm.
I did cast it
What damage type was that?
at. It's radiant.
Okay.
Let's see, just double check if it is radiant damage.
I believe it is.
Yeah, radiant. I did cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
So
Roll
I
for
get
damage.
the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot, so it's 3d10s.
Halved.
Yeah, it's halved.
But still,
Mhm.
Yeah.
whole damage is good damage.
8, 9, 10.
I kind of want to finish this thing off with vicious mockery, just for like.
Yeah.
irony.
So
like,
it's
bitch.
it's 11, but half that. I'm assuming it's rounded down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be 5. Just 5 points. So radiant
Yeah.
damage. I rolled a 3, a 7,
That's
and a 1.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
All right.
That's what I do in terms of.
It is going to invoke
that.
another legendary action.
Oh, it's on me this time. Oh, no.
You have fought well, but you end here. And you sense a buildup of magical energy. I will ask quickly if there is going to be a counterspell. As
I don't think I've regained my reaction yet.
it is your turn next. That is unfortunate.
Yes.
It's my turn. I might have counter. I don't know counter.
I have one question for you. Do you have over 100 hit points?
Me? No, I've got 36 at the moment.
Then you hear a single word. Die.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
feel it radiate out into your soul. And you fall dark.
Power word kill, isn't it?
Yes. Power word kill.
Guys, we're down one pilot.
Well, that's the thing. We may not be down one pilot. This might be something else.
Who's controlling the left leg now?
I was the heart all along, actually. Oh, fuck, we're dead.
Power.
No.
I hate this. I have nothing to help.
Alright. As
But
far
if I'm
as...
down, Moonbeam also ends.
Correct. And you were out of the fight. You cannot be brought back into the fight in any way, shape, or form because they are not aware you were dead. Kovac, it is your turn.
This is how I die.
I'm
Fuck.
looking around. I'm being savvy. I look over to the creature that is getting
Wait,
closer.
that's over. Oh wait, no, it's only doing. It's not. It just puts me straight to 0. It doesn't do the extra
No.
100 points down. Okay, for a minute I thought it was like
No.
over half of my health, so I would be like,
Die instantly.
No, you were dead. No,
Oh, yeah.
nothing. You were dead.
oh, I forgot that part. I'm literally just.
Yeah,
I'm-
if you had over 100 hit points, you would just take a bunch of damage.
No, it does absolutely nothing if they have over 100 hit points.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
But at our level, I don't think we can get over 100 hit points.
No.
I'm so.
I'm going
close.
to look over to the creature that will probably be attacking me next turn. I am going to do something which feels quite badass. I'm going to Misty Step,
Ooh.
disappear from being right next to this guy, and appear next to the other creature, but above it. So Misty Step like 10, 15 feet up in the air, and then as I fall, bring the sword down with the momentum of falling.
I'm gonna
And cut
say-
into it.
That we take no damage from the fall because of my slow fall.
I'm
Can
more than
I-
happy to accept that.
Can I get advantage because surprise and rule of cool and some
Oh,
fun stuff?
100%.
We
You come-
land like the grace of a cat out of nowhere.
Yes, we do. Oh god. That's still only a 15. I rolled low.
That's enough.
Oh yes, it is.
I'm
And
gonna
it's
get
enough to
myself
just
a
outright
tea
kill them.
because I'm gone. I'll back
As
in a
you
bit.
come crashing down and just cleave it into the sword, embedding into the ground as well. You can feel the ground cracking under its immense force.
But
Yes. I will turn back around and begin striding towards the bad guy once again using my move. I'll probably end just out of melee range, so like here, and then just be done.
Okay.
But I have my reaction back.
You do.
Hope I can use it well.
Mug, it's your turn.
Oh boy. This is a thing. I am.
I do believe it has used 3 legendary actions this
Yeah.
turn.
Yes, it
Mhm.
is. But some creatures recharge legendary actions each turn.
They
I know.
do?
Yes, some
Let,
do.
let
No,
their
legendary actions. Resistance is not by.
Not
no.
resistant. Well,
No.
there are, I think, a handful of creatures that recharge legendary resistances. But
Resistances.
most have a limited supply.
Terrifying.
I
The ones that recharge are all gods. So, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mug is going to establish a telepathic connection with this creature and feed all his darkest fears and thoughts and emotions and all the things that he's been hiding behind the fun, happy trickster bard in this cathartic sort of mental scream directed, and do a 4th level dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Does the
I'm
music
gonna
stop
just-
suddenly for everyone?
I rolled a 1. I'm not even going to re-roll that. That I feel like he deserves to fail that one.
So this one's going to be easier to roll on the thing.
And he's forced to move backwards, isn't he, as his reaction?
Yes. So it is 24 psychic damage. And
Okay.
they use their reaction to move away.
Alright. He moves away by running and jumping up and clinging onto the side of the sword.
Attack of
He seems
opportunity?
to...
Oh no.
No,
we're out of
you
range.
were away.
Yep.
He doesn't seem to actually be physically holding on to anything, just his hand pressed against the blade seems to be holding him against it.
So that is the main action. And then for a bonus action... Well, I'd be tempted to show off and cast command again. I'm going to give myself a bardic inspiration.
And maybe get closer.
How tall is the sword again?
Actually, yeah, let's move a little bit closer.
You're not exactly sure, but it is several times your height, and you can't see the end of it either.
But if someone were to be clinging to a sword and you then swing at them, they're being cut twice by your weapon and the one they're holding on to.
He's on the blunt of the blade.
Oh, god damn it.
The ricasso.
Alright, so you're just moving that forward?
Yeah, just a little bit forward.
Okay.
Again, doing the power strut that Kovac established.
As he clings to the blade, he looks up into the sky, and you hear a chill laugh that echoes around you. You're too late, he rises. He will lay destruction upon your world. And a ripple in the space above you forms. And an unimaginably huge hand comes reaching out towards the blade.
Counter spell?
It's not a spell. It is moving slowly, it seems, but it is also reaching from a great distance. It is titanic in size.
Oh. Does anyone have hate metal spell? Because that would be amazing. Reaches down. Ooh, hot, hot.
It is
Sam
slowly
does.
reaching down from the heavens for the sword. He turns to you. Okay. Static forms in his hands this time as he reaches out, and bolts of lightning reach up into the air above you. And clouds start to form as he casts a spell.
Oh, God.
Counter spell!
Go for it. Roll for it.
Thank you.
I will be using my insanely gorgeous
Ooh, that is gorgeous.
die right here. I don't use these often, but I hope you still love me.
Were you even close? Were you within 8 points?
I rolled a 2, so it's a 7. Damn it.
So there is a bardic inspiration.
That's not going to be enough for me. Because this spell's probably a high level called lightning.
Yep.
Alright. As a cloud forms above your head, a bolt of lightning striking down at you. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Is that for Mug, I guess?
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
Oh no, it's always Mug.
I don't think it will matter, because you will take half damage regardless.
Yeah.
This initiative order is
Oh.
really goozling us.
No, it will matter.
Huh.
Because if it takes me to minus enough, then it'll instantly kill me. Otherwise, it'll put me on death saves.
Correct, yes, you are right.
I thought it was of your total health, not your current health.
No, but it is. Like, at the moment, I'm on 1. So if it takes me to minus 50 odd, then yeah, which it's probably going to do.
Oh,
I
it's
got
your
a
current
9.
health plus your max health.
No, it doesn't actually have enough to kill you
Okay.
outright, so
So I am
you'll
down
just
to...
be dying.
Yes.
Alright. Fly.
So there's a hand reaching down. And this guy just feels like he is a distraction at this point.
Mhm.
This. Because I think we need to scale the sword to stop this hand.
As
Somehow.
this thought passes into your mind, you feel a will other than yourself pulling you towards attacking the other one.
Okay. I guess I will follow the will and I don't know. So if I go 10, 15, 20 right on the edge there, is he within range? Or he is holding the sword?
Yes.
Oh. I have one thing and one thing only, and that is swing the damn thing.
Swing, better.
Does 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
So 2, 3, 6.
Just keep swinging, just keep swinging.
What do? You swing, swing, swing.
33 slashing damage on that first strike.
33?
Yep. And the second strike is a...
How do you want to do this?
Well, how does the will to do this, I get the question.
This is your will now. How do you want to do this?
So, I guess the question is, how much of range is he?
He is within range enough that you can get a decent amount of the blade onto him. Not enough for you to grab hold of him. You need the reach of the blade to hit him.
I would like to imagine then, as the sword is swinging, it force of the blade pushes him into the blade, and as it does so, it keeps like it's the bottom half way. So that hand is still sticking to the sword. The legs just drop, and his lower torso drops off, and it's just him being the sword.
Can you make me a strength check with athletics, please?
With advantage.
Because we're also heroes mind, giant. That would be a
20...
23.
23.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Cullen.
Sorry, is that
That's
a bit
right.
better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, we were hearing
As you-
most of what you said.
You leap up and bring the sword down, crashing into him. You hit with so much tremendous force that you shatter the monolithic blade in half as you bring the sword down.
Oh.
You see the blade crumble to pieces. It should have only split, but it crumbles apart as it falls to the ground. And you see his body tear in half. And from inside the robes, there's a burning fire that is splitting apart and starting to fade away as the embers break apart. He drops to the ground. And his last words are, "You've only delayed the inevitable." And he burns apart. You come crashing back down towards the ground, and the hand that was reaching down for the blade suddenly retreats back up into the heavens, and the void disappears. You're left standing in an eerie silence.
Okay. That's it? Do we get a sense of self? Like,
What do you do, Clem? Filet.
Pull out the sword.
the sword's crumbled.
Yeah, there's no sword left. I guess I'll look
Snort
back.
the sword.
I guess I look back from where we came from. Is there any indication of how to this place when I
Not
glance
that you
back?
can see.
I guess I will look around, make sure there's nothing missing, gotten, and then start heading back to where we began.
Okay. As you turn around, standing behind you is the Grand Master. He looks younger, much younger. He's smiling at you. Ah, my young ones. It is good to see that you have unlocked a part of the past. You have been triumphant here today, but this is just a foreboding of what is to come. I fear that Asgarin will rise once again.
Why does
And
this
then
make
he
me so suspicious of him?
clutches at his head, as if in pain, and starts screaming. And you feel this screaming from within yourself as well, as if you were screaming out in pain as well. And you see his body forcibly ripped apart and shredded into pieces. And you hear an unusual sound, something you've never heard before. Almost like space itself ripping apart. You see a void opening up beside you. The same hand as before, but followed by a second one. Though this time it seems crumbled, as if stone, but breaking apart, reaching out into the void. And followed by a face. Too immense to imagine. And distorted in pain, again, cracked to pieces, but reaching out into the void. It calls out to you. You cannot stop the inevitable. I will be reborn upon your world and continue the wrath and destruction. It will be remade in my image. Your puny gods can do nothing to stop me now. I feed upon their power. It nourishes me, brings me life. You fools will not interfere again. I will lay waste to your puny castle and your friends, and scatter your ashes to the distant stars. This world, like so many before it, will be mine. And with this, the pain in your head becomes too much, overbearing. You black out. You awaken
Do we?
out on the beach.
Do all of us awaken?
I
All
don't
of
know,
you
I'm fucking dead.
All of you awaken. Out on the beach. You're not sure how you got here. Everything that happened just moments before both feels like it just happened, and yet it was a distant memory. You have no memory of how you got here. The last thing you remember is accepting drinks from the villagers and partying, playing music, being merry and happy. And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh, thank God, because I'm passing the fuck out right now.
That moment when you mentioned and you hear something you've never heard before, I wanted to interject so hard and go, "I love you, son." Like something like, I think like from my father, like sort of thing, like ah.
I think from any of our fathers.
Kovac's
Oh,
father
yeah.
loved her.
Kovac's
Yeah.
father should not have said, "I love you, son."
That's true. That's very true.
I said the wrong thing anyway because Sam
Yeah.
isn't a son, but you know what I mean. You get the point. You get the point.
Oh, man.
So I hope you had fun. I know.
Oh my god! We were the same person!
That was super cool, actually. That was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. Do we wake up with full hit points? Like, what?
You wake up as if you have just had a nice long rest.
So I can press
Minus
that nice long rest
3
button?
points of exhaustion.
What?
But long rest button, right?
Long rest and then 3 points of exhaustion.
Cool, cool,
All
cool.
of
all
those 3 points.
have-
Of
All of you, because
Ooh!
you were suckered on 3 times.
Hmm?
Damn.
Those things that
Oh,
leech
no.
our
Level
energy.
3. Oh boy, level 3.
may have
Disadvantage
been in
on
a-
ability checks. Speed
You may have been in a
halved.
dreamscape, but they are able to affect a dreamscape.
And disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
We're the dangerous part of the. Oh god.
Yep. Oh, well,
How do you
look,
put?
speed halved
the
isn't so
exhaustion?
bad. I'm slightly slower than the rest of y'all normally.
Oh, there we go. 3 level. Ooh, feels bad, man.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
Apparently, I already had 1 somehow.
I think you've had it from like, I don't know, 7 sessions ago or something.
Oh well, it would have gone by then, but I just
Yes.
I forget how things work.
So,
So
bad
is it-
things happen.
Is this all balanced out by the extra level we get?
Yeah?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Does that mean I
Wait,
get to do the
what?
thing?
Means you
Level
can do
up?
something, yes. Level up.
Oh!
Yes, but Ash, does that mean I get to do the thing?
Yes.
Ah!
Means you get to do the thing.
Yes!
Alice, do the thing.
I get to dual class.
Yeah.
Oh! What are you getting, Clary?
You'll just have to wait to find out.
Oh, don't forget, she's getting gaining a portion of her father's power.
I'm going to work out if I want to go to level.
Taking Warlock with a patron of Genie because, yeah.
Because absolutely. And,
I'm
this
either going
is,
to go
Literally
level
exactly
2
what she's
rogue or
doing.
level
and that has been the plan since day fucking dot.
Warlock.
Yes.
Guys.
Hey, what is the? Oh no, Storm does have some charisma, doesn't she?
Yeah. Enough.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Yeah. Or compared to the rest of the party.
Oh yeah, she. So I ended up putting points in charisma.
Compared to the rest of the party.
I put points in charisma because no one else in the party had charisma, so strength became my
Yeah.
dump stat. I have a -2 to
Cool.
strength, guys.
And yet she's the only one to kill a gnome by smashing its head against the rock.
I
I can
didn't
do
know
some
I had wind powers,
stuff.
okay? I didn't know I could go swoosh,
Ooh.
and people would go sploosh.
This means that we roll for hit points, right?
Correct.
Oh yes.
Can we take average?
The way I do it for this campaign is roll, and if you roll below average, you get the average.
Okay.
Because it kind of sucks if you
level,
roll a
I get
1
to
and then you
pick
just
a
get nothing,
level.
basically.
Oh, the 5!
I need to work if I'm doing druid or rogue. I think I'll be doing druid because I get plant. No, I get aura of life and fire shield.
Hit points. Oh, 1 day.
Oh, what level 4?
I'm going to take the 6 because I'm level 4.
Wait, where was I before? Hang on.
Now, I get to choose a feat or ability score. That I will worry about later.
Alright.
58.
Oh.
So
Who are we raiding?
I don't know. I'm leveling up.
Alright, well, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to our raiders for joining us. We will pass on the love to someone else now. We are the Stormy Dragon Tavern. We do play Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays, and on Tuesdays we play Stars Without Number, run by the beautiful Zoe down there, who is our space master. We have just managed to repel some space pirates,
yes, we
What?
have.
quite spectacularly.
And now about like 20 of them are cornered in your hydroponics bay after you were able to
Sorry, the hiccups are back.
get. You got them to surrender by very questionably apprehending their boss.
And now we
And-
get to consume a sun.
I think some people are planning on.
My brain didn't think sun as in, ooh, shiny, hot space ball crystal thing. My brain went sun
Valid.
as in child, and I was like, excuse me, what?
Oh.
We do have
I
Jim in the
also-
party, so that could be a thing still.
I rolled a
Mhm.
5 on my health because I realized that a druid and a rogue have the same hit dice.
Correct.
So do warlocks and monks.
And now I can do something so stupid. I am thrilled. Ash, just fair warning to you as a DM. I've learned fabricate.
That's okay. I do like that spell. Good.
Whenever you try to use it, someone will counterspell. It's fine.
Oh my god.
A gnome will come out of the woodwork. Counter spell.
I counter your counter spell.
I counter your counter spell.
There should be another thing created instead of Gnomicide. It's just DM's gnome, and this is a random gnome that comes in and just does whatever the fuck the DM wants. So yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use a DM gnome, and I'm going to counterspell your thing. I'm going to
Oh my
counterspell your
God!
counterspell.
I truly actually get to become a caster.
Oh no, that's.
I still don't know if I'm going rogue or druid. Druid is nice. I get my access to my first level 4 spell,
Mm-hmm.
but
I get
cunning
2 for 4
action,
spells.
and then at third level of rogue, I get a 2d6 sneak attack and roguish archetype. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down that route. This is the issue I have.
So for now,
Whereas-
we'll raid to
Mhm.
let our beautiful viewers go on to.
Yes, of course. Don't mind us as we fanatically get excited about random stuff.
We have a choice, from what I can see, of Wettest Orb and Cast Exposition.
well, let's see who's playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll see how long they've been going for, see if it's worth going for the raid. Cast Expositions has only just recently started. They're at 24 minutes.
Yeah,
Whereas
let's
it looks like
see
What a Storm
then.
is close to finishing up. They're at 3 hours now.
Hey, Smokey.
Oh, wait.
Session 33.
We had like 30 viewers for like 30 plus viewers for so long, which is lovely.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
got raided by the amazing Hero Zone, aka Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Alright, let's
Shall
go
we raid?
raid.
Pass on
Yeah.
our love?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do
Thank you all for joining us
this.
again. We will see you next time. Hopefully you come and join us again.
Yeah.
Facial expressions go.
Bye.
Uh-oh. We'll catch you all in the next stream. Toodaloo, folks.
Hello.